All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's go to Legacy Heating and Cooling. Who's hot and who's not? Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments and no interest for a year. The Edmonton Oilers are 10-2 all-time against Seattle. Leon Draisaitl has played 11 of those 12 games. He's got 6 goals, 25 points, and is plus 13. It's pretty good. Connor McDavid in those 12 games, 7 goals, 18 points, plus 12. Not bad. Local ties for Sobeys and Safeway, liquor, wine, spirits, beer, and so much more. Well, no Jordan Eberle tonight, but Adam Larson back. Eberle 6 seasons with the Oilers, and Larson with 5. Out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The LA Kings are in Detroit. They are down 4-2. The Todd McClellan revenge tour, if he beats the Kings tonight, he's got the Oilers on Thursday. 4-2 Detroit, 41 seconds left in the third period. New Jersey up 3. Check that. Flyers up 3-1 over New Jersey. That's in the third. St. Louis up 4-1, or Vancouver leads St. Louis 4-1. St. Louis did win something tonight. Yep. Braden Shen dropped JT Miller in a fight, but Miller's got the last laugh. He's got a goal in that game, and Miller's tough because he took a punch and got right back up and was right after it. Stay tuned. Following the game for the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance. Goal of the game, health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. There you have it. The Edmonton Oilers and the Seattle Kraken. Rob Brown coming up. 7 minutes to face off. This is Rogers Game Night.
Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. And there it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back!
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Antsy to play. Excited to get going. It was a long week, just sitting around practicing, so ready to get going.
Connor McDavid's ready to go. Let's bring order inside the game analyst Rob Brown. Rob, McDavid back, and they're going to load him up right from the get-go. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman.
Well, right now the Seattle Kraken are wishing that Connor got either 2 games or 4 games. they wish he'd already played one or he was going to be suspended until to the next one. This is not a good night for the Kraken, seeing a healthy...
They got their moms here. They'll be fine.
Yeah, they also got Connor McDavid coming back rested and mad and playing with the 2 best players on the team. This is the Seattle Kraken, they do have a good team, but somehow they do not match up well against the Edmonton Oilers. They haven't got the goaltending in the games that the Oilers have played against them. The last time these two teams played, Grubauer was fantastic, but the entire Kraken team forgot to show up in the first 20 minutes of that hockey game. The Kraken are a team that has to play a perfect game to compete against the Edmonton Oilers if the Oilers play well. So I would expect the Edmonton Oilers coming out tonight. They're a little sheepish of the way they won last game against the Buffalo Sabres. I would expect a much better defensive effort tonight from the Edmonton Oilers.
What are you talking about, Rob? You never critique a win.
I played for Ken Hitchcock. I played for Daryl Sutter. I played for Mike Keenan. Yes, there were wins that we got critiqued in. And
this is a good Oilers team that's got great expectations.
They do. The Oilers were not good last game. They know that. They gave up 3 breakaways. They can go 10 games without giving up a breakaway. So it's one of those ones you can smile about it because you stole 2 points. Actually, Stuart Skinner stole 2 points in that hockey game. Tonight, you'll see a much different effort defensively.
Let's go to the Ford. Keys to the game brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Built Ford proud. What do you got tonight?
Well, first of all, throw everything on net. The goaltending of the Seattle Kraken has not been good against the Oilers in the last number of games, so test them out early. Second, get pucks in deep. Work the defense of the Seattle Kraken. The strength of the Seattle Kraken is they got 4 lines that they just roll, and they got speed. But if they're stuck in their own zone, it's hard for them to do anything offensively. So to me, the Oilers' forecheck could be a big difference in this hockey game.
That's our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. More with Rob and Bryn Griffiths during the end of the roll. First and second intermission. Rob will join me post-game as well. Camoon's got the call up next. Seattle Kraken in town. The Oilers and the Kraken live from Rogers Place on Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
You may think it's crazy to put so much of our in-stock flooring on sale during the Big One clearance event, but it's not. Here's why. Even end-of-the-roll flooring centers only have so much room, so we need to clear out what's already here to make room. It's not just a sale, it's our biggest sale. It's why we call it the Big One. We're not crazy. Our prices just make it look that way. The Big One clearance event on now for a limited time at end-of-the-roll flooring centers. Let's get flooring.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Park.
You guessed it. It's me, Connor McDavid. 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 You guessed it. It's me.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the Century Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino. Come for the action. Stay for the fun.
And the home of the brave. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
From Rogers Place, the Edmonton Oilers host the Seattle Kraken. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Jack Michaels. We're on the Oilers Radio Network, and the starting lineup, it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Connor McDavid back after the 3-game suspension, along with Leon Draisaitl and Zach Hyman. On defense, it'll be Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. Calvin Pickard starts in goal. For the Kraken, Matty Beniers with Jaden Schwartz and Capo Caco. On defense, Riker Evans and Brandon Montour. In goal, Joey Decour. The referees are Jean Hebert and Francois Saint Laurent. And it'll be Caleb Apperson and Brandon Garlitz on the line. So drop the puck. We're underway here at Rogers Place as it's bounced into the Seattle zone, and Evans up the right wing. Give it to Montour through the middle, down the ice. Going to be icing against the Kraken just 14 seconds in.
Brandon Montour coming over from Florida after winning the Stanley Cup last year and a couple seasons ago. He had an awesome season. Really sort of emerged as the PP1 with the Florida Panthers. Splits time here. They got Vince Dunn, who's a very good offensive defenseman, along with Montour, who can really skate. Guy, and I'll give credit where credit's due. Pete Chiarelli always liked him when he was drafted in that Anaheim organization.
Off the draw, puck gets into the corner on the right wing. Goes in behind the net to Hyman. Up against the boards. Left side to Draisaitl. Back to the blue line. Ekholm to the middle on the blue line for Bouchard. He'll play it down low. Going in behind the net with it. As McDavid back to the point. Penalty coming up to the Kraken when they touch it as McDavid got tripped up. Draisaitl on the right wing. To the right wing corner to McDavid. Back to Draisaitl. Cross ice pass picked off by Montour, but just 41 seconds into the first period, and the Edmonton Oilers are going on the man advantage.
Well, Connor McDavid draws a call here less than a minute in. It was a pretty obvious trip. David was fighting for possession of the puck. The Oilers go to a power play. Edmonton's power play is currently 7th in the NHL at 24.6. Of course, the last 5 years, it's been over 25%. And the penalty killing at 76.8, 22nd in the league for Seattle.
Riker Evans goes off for the trip. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. On the left wing, Nugent Hopkins into the corner to McDavid. His pass off the stick of Larson. It goes in behind the net. Hyman is able to get it over to the left wing to McDavid. To Nugent Hopkins in the high slot. Now over to Bouchard across the line to McDavid coming down the left wing into the corner. Turns back towards the boards. Gives it to Nugent Hopkins across the one-timer. Oh, off the post.
Thought that hit the middle bar.
I thought it did too. Puck on the right wing. Back to the blue line to Bouchard. Down the left wing. McDavid to Draisaitl. The shot and the save by Decour. Puck to the point, and it's Bouchard off the left wing corner boards. It goes in behind the net, and it's cleared out and down the ice.
Well, two right in Leon's kill zone, and the first one total postage.
Oh, minute and a half gone here in a scoreless first. Bouchard to center, drops it back to McDavid. Brings the puck in, weaves through the middle. His shot, that's off of Montour. Goes over to the right wing, swatted by Mahura. It bounces up near the blue line. McCann will get it out. He'll get it through the middle. He'll get the pass through the middle, and that's just put wide by Chandler Stevenson. Chance for Stevenson. He missed the net completely. Wow.
Chances both ways.
Wow.
High event game early, Cam.
Nugent Hopkins will bring it out through the middle of the ice. He'll drop it back to Nurse. Across to McDavid. Into the Kraken zone. Goes to the right wing corner. To the left side of Nugent Hopkins. To the point. Nurse gets it low to McDavid. In front of the net. Just off the stick of Hyman and wide. Great chance for the Oilers.
Oilers have 2 goals here.
Puck gets to the middle, and it's cleared out by Mahura.
Both Hyman and Draisaitl basically missing empty nets.
2.5 gone. Here's scoreless first. The Oilers host the Kraken. Puck dumped into Seattle zone. Penalty over in 5 seconds. To the right wing point, it goes Ekholm. Well, shoot it. That's blocked in the slot. Kept in. Right wing Henrique. Across and fanning on the one-timer was Arvidsson. Penalty over. Edmonton 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Puck brought in by Oleksiak on the left wing. A shot and the save made by Pickard. He'll squeeze it and hold on. As the Oilers and the Kraken still scoreless. It's amazing that it is.
2 A-grade scoring opportunities for the Oilers on the power play there. Draisaitl on the one-timer hits the post. And then, wow. And then DeCourt ended up fighting one off. And then Hyman, what happened here? Oh, the puck hopped.
Went over his stick. Ugh, so close. And Chandler Stevenson had a short-handed breakaway and missed the net.
Like I said, we had a lot going on.
It's a lot going on. Still scoreless. So face off to the right of Pickard. He had 24 saves in a 6-2 win versus Vancouver on Thursday.
And last year, those plays to Hyman, they were going in the net for him.
Every one of them.
He got 54. I mean, he's still on pace for 30-plus goals, and he's missed games this year. But drop the puck here, Stripes.
Phil taking the draw against right. No, Phil
he's not.
Is out. Gets the heave-ho. It'll be Connor Brown. Brown wins it to Kulak. Goes into the corner, gets away from Hayden, comes up the right wing. Forced back to Emberson. Fanned on his pass. Now he'll get it up the left wing, and just out to center ice. Puck in the neutral zone. Kulak. Run it in over the line to Janmark. Right wing to Philp. Behind the net to Janmark. Left wing to Brown. To the point to Kulak. His shot goes wide of the Seattle net. Emberson will keep it in on the right side. Goes in behind the goal. Brown got to it. Wheels up the left wing. All the way up to the blue line. Cross ice pass that gets picked off. And it's brought out by Wright. He's got Hayden with him. The pass cross hit Brown. Now a second chance hit someone. Scores. It was sitting in front of the net for Tolvin, and he followed the play.
How many times is Connor Brown going to make the play back at the blue line? Chip. We're going to see whether or not, I mean, they're going to have to look at this here to see whether or not he was interfered with.
1-0 Seattle on Tolvanen's goal.
But that's a jailbreak totally on Connor Brown.
Yeah, Hayden went to the net. Did run into Pickard.
I think it's going to count.
But Ellie Tolvanen follows the play.
I'm telling you right now, like, it was a matter of time before it happened.
Call on the ice, a good goal.
All right.
Oilers going to... They're challenging.
All right, well.
Edmonton is challenging the play for goalie interference for out of the goal.
Again, though, if you're Connor Brown and you cycle back to the blue, like back to the point, you can't.
We're just getting a look at it on the video scoreboard.
I think that's going to count. I'm telling you that right now. I think the Oilers are going to lose the challenge here.
Like, Hayden goes to the front of the net, but so did Brett Kulak.
Don't turn pucks over when
Kulak bumped Pickard as much as anybody.
When your defense is sitting there activating on cycles, you got to chip it back down low, not come up high to a point, and then you turn it over, and now it's 2-on-1. And the problem is Connor Brown's done this 4 or 5 times over the last 2 weeks. I don't even think this is going to be a long decision. I think the goal's going to count.
Yeah, probably will. And the Oilers have to kill off a penalty, will they not?
Yes.
Yeah. Connor McDavid just took the puck from center ice. Just getting a little extra practice in with it. Well, they're doing the video review right now. Put it back at center ice, though. But we think Tolvanen has opened the scoring.
Yeah, I think it's going to count.
3:37 into this first period. Here's the
judging
call.
by his reaction, it's going to be a goal.
After review of the call on the ice confirmed, we got a good goal. Edmonton's got a minor penalty for delay game.
3:37 will be the time of the goal. Tolvanen gets his 13th of the year. And the first power play of the evening for Seattle. Hyman will go over and serve it. Hayden and Wright pick up the assists. Oiler penalty kills brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Off the draw, Ekholm able to shoot it down the ice. DeCord couldn't stop it behind the net. On the right wing, Henrique shot it towards the goal, blocked by Dunn up to Stevenson. He missed him with it. Now Nugent Hopkins will bring it in. Long shot and a stick save made by DeCord. Stevenson then gave it away to Nugent Hopkins. He'll go to the right corner, up the right wing boards, trying to get a pass through the middle, almost got it to Henrique. Beniers is able to tie up Henrique, and it's inside the Seattle zone, and Vince Dunn will start up. 1-0 Seattle leads here in the first. Bjorkstrand on the right wing, dropping it to Stevenson. Gets the puck in over the Edmonton line, goes after it right corner. Comes free to Brown, the left wing to Janmark, and he'll sweep it all the way down. DeCord will set it. DeCord's 7th straight start, 10th straight appearance in goal for the Kraken. Up the left wing. Burakovsky into the Oilers zone. Burakovsky had poked off his stick, goes top of the circle, and cleared out and down the ice by Podkolzin. Montour will take it in behind his net. Almost 5 minutes into this first period. 1-0 Seattle leads. 42 seconds left to go in the penalty to the Oilers. On the unsuccessful challenge, McCann will shoot it in. Nurse rims the puck, and it gets passed on the right wing point. Kakko couldn't keep it in. DeCord sets it in behind the net to Montour. Come out through the middle. Up the right wing, that gets broken up at center ice. Shot right back down by Brown. Beniers comes out for the Kraken. Out through the middle, now into the Edmonton zone. Left wing to McCann. Left wing corner. Give it to Kakko. Across to Beniers. On the right to Montour. To Beniers on the right wing. Top of the circle. Across to Montour. Penalty over. Montour down the left wing. A backhand off the shoulder of Pickard. Beniers will keep it in. Seattle 0 for 1 on the power play. They're up 1-0 on the Oilers here in the first. Ekholm over to Emberson. Emberson through the middle, just missing Hyman. DeCord will play it, but it was offside against the Oilers. 5:53 gone here in the first.
Wow, good kill. I mean, Seattle got set up in the final 15 seconds. The Oilers had good support. And Connor Brown trying to dig himself out a bit after that turnover that really created the Seattle odd man break. Oilers have killed off 86.3% of their power plays over the last 35 games. It's been an improved aspect of their game.
Chopped into the Oilers zone by Tolvanen. He's the goal scorer here this evening. Nurse got it around the left wing. Goes to Draisaitl, cross ice, pass to Hyman into the Seattle zone on the right. Into the right wing corner to McDavid to Hyman. Hyman couldn't get a pass to the blue line, but Draisaitl helps it out to Bouchard, right corner. And up the right wing boards to McDavid, to Draisaitl, to McDavid. He'll go to the net. Can't get a shot, goes behind it. He'll center it, and that goes off a skate. Comes back to McDavid in the left corner. Centering pass off of DeCord. Puck to the line, and between the defensemen, it comes out.
It's a threat every time they get the puck.
Draisaitl, one touches it to McDavid. Drops it back to Draisaitl, to the point. Bouchard trying to get a pass low, and it's broken up.
It's got to shoot more.
McCann clears it. Nurse off the boards. It's going to go all the way down for icing against Edmonton.
Evans got to be prepared to shoot the puck once in a while on those. Just man, oh man! I mean, this is a guy that should be in the mix for Team Canada, especially with the unique decision that Alex Pietrangelo makes for injury reasons. Decides that he doesn't want to play in the tournament, then turns around and plays 24 minutes that night.
David to take the draw against Stevenson. David, 5th in NHL scoring coming into this evening's action.
The Oilers should already have 2 goals in this game.
Yeah. Great opportunities. One post by Draisaitl.
And that is part of the narrative here.
Draisaitl will get it out to Hyman, down the right wing. Long shot, and a save by Decor. The rebound spills out. Then it goes to Alexiak. Got it up the right wing and out through the middle of Stevenson. Into the Oilers zone. He'll drop it, blasting it on goal. And a save made by Pickard. Off of Mahura. Up the left wing, it's Stetcher. To center ice to Phil. Just got it into the Seattle zone. Mahura, the St. Albert product, up the left wing. To center ice, he'll dump it in. Goes into the Oiler corner on the left, and it's Kulak. And behind the net to Stetcher. Up the right wing for Kapanen, to the middle to Kulak. Now up the left side, finds Perry, and he'll roll that puck into the Seattle zone. And behind the net, Riker Evans. Off the glass and down the ice. Took a hard hit from Phil. Won't be icing. As Bouchard holds onto it in his own end. Oilers make changes.
We've liked Riker Evans since his first preseason game that we saw him in 3 years ago.
Arvidsson will dump it in. Former Regina Pack. Riker Evans, puck to the right wing corner of the Seattle end. It's played through the middle, hit McCann. Won't get out. Podkolzin will get it back to Arvidsson. His shot goes wide. Don't know if Decord saw it as Henrique was in front of the goal. Kept in by Bouchard. It's up near the right wing point. This time Tolvanen can go cross ice to Evans. Up the right wing. It was touched by McCann. No icing. The right wing to Arvidsson. He's at center. He'll go cross ice to Henrique into the Kraken zone. Right wing to Podkolzin to Henrique in the corner. Looks in front of the net. Back to the line to Kulak. Shot, and that gets blocked. Hayden was in front of him. To Nurse on the left wing. The one-timer off a leg goes all the way across as Arvidsson had let it go, and Hayden will get it out to Tanev. That's swept away by Nurse. Arvidsson lost it in his own end to Tanev in front of the net. Miss Stevens. That goes to the right corner. Stevens to Tanev. Back to the point to Dunn. Will blast a shot. And the save made by Pickard. He'll hold on. We're going to take a break. 8 minutes, 56 seconds gone here in the first. 1-0. Seattle leading the Oilers. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Live sky high with remarkable units for rent and for sale at Sky Signature Suites. Currently offering amazing incentives on 1- and 2-bedroom rentals featuring designer finishes, resort-like amenities, and breathtaking views. All of this and more within the heart of Ice District, Edmonton's best address for shopping, dining, entertainment, and fun. Visit SkySignatureSuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit HeavyMetalEquipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Portage College graduates are incredibly employable. How does Portage know? 99% of employers surveyed said they would hire a Portage grad. Get career ready at Portage College. Learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Kraken lead the Oilers here in the first. Tonight's Feeding OilCountry 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of Food Banks Alberta, addressing food insecurity across the province by supporting local food banks with essential food and funding. Total jackpot right now, $308,000. 1-0 Seattle leads on the goal by Tolvanen at 3:37.
And the Oilers puck maintenance 5-on-5 has been a little concerning here early, Cam.
Evans will keep it in on the left wing point to Schwartz behind the net. Hit by Emberson. Puck chopped around by Nurse. Knocked down by Kako. It'll go to Schwartz in the corner. Through the slot. Back to the left wing point to Evans. He'll get it across. Quick shot by Montour. Saved by Pickard. Janmark behind the net to Nurse. Off the right wing boards and out to Connor Brown. Cross ice to Matthias Janmark. Forced back by Beniers. Janmark at his own blue line to Emberson, now to the middle. To Nugent Hopkins off the right wing boards and in. Goes to the right corner in the Seattle zone. Evans to Beniers. Now to Kako as he gets to center ice. Fires it across to Schwartz. Long shot blockered away by Pickard. The puck along the left wing inside the Edmonton zone.
Where's that going?
I don't know. Stetcher rimmed it around. Dunn comes in from the point. His shot blocked by Emberson, and it goes to the line and out. Stevenson with it, just inside Seattle territory. To Adam Larson, former Oiler. Up the right wing to Burakovsky. Comes into the Oilers' zone, top of the circle to Stevenson. Left wing point to Dunn. His shot saved by Pickard. Covers it up before Bjorkstrand could get to it. 9:50 to go here in the first. 1-0 Kraken lead. The Oilers will be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, hockey fans. Hard rubber works well on the ice rink, but not so good on frozen roads. Atturo tires are engineered with that in mind. Scientifically designed tread patterns, along with resilient rubber compounds, allow Atturo tires to grip well in the cold of winter, while providing excellent traction and long tread life through year-round conditions. Atturo has the all-weather tire for you. Available at Action Car and Tire, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Hockey is back, and so is Play Alberta, Alberta's #1 sports book and the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheer for the Oilers while scoring bigger offers, boosted odds, live betting, player props, and more. New to Alberta? New players now receive $200 in free bets just for signing up. Already a player? Get a $10 free bet for every $100 you bet. Download the new Sportsbook app and make your picks today. Bonus terms and conditions apply.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 1-0, Seattle leads. 9:50 to go in the first period. Eli Tolvin in the goal scorer for the Kraken.
No shots right now.
9-3 for Seattle. Kraken will put a lot to the net. Face off to the right of Pickard. Bouchard up the left wing to Draisaitl. It's into the Seattle zone. Over to McDavid. To the middle to Ekholm. His shot and a glove save by Decord. He'll hold on to that.
Well, he's going to stop that all day. Todd McClellan, out-of-town scoreboard, Pizza 73. Detroit Red Wings, 5-2 victory at home over L.A.
It was 2-0 L.A. at one point.
And McClellan is now 11-4 as head coach of the Red Wings.
We're going to see them on Thursday.
Looking forward to it.
Yep.
Good coach.
Good guy. Puck goes to the end boards.
Good coach, better guy.
Yep. Dunn will rim it. It won't get out. Now sent up by Larson. Got it up to center ice.
It's kind of like yesterday. It was a great one's birthday.
Yep.
Great player. Better guy.
Larson inside his own end. Behind the net to Dunn. Dunn through the middle to Stevenson. Up to Burakovsky down the left wing. Comes into the Oilers zone. Rims the puck to the right corner to Stevenson. He'll come back to the line. Just kept in, but now the long pass. Oh, that's broken up by Mahura. Shoot it towards the Edmonton net. It's wide. Right will keep it in for Seattle. On the left wing boards to Mahura. Plays it low. Ekholm got it to the blue line. Alexiak kept it in. It comes in front. The shot missing on the short side was right. Puck on the left wing. McCann up against the boards. Lost the puck to Draisaitl. Goes off his stick, but Bouchard has it now for the Oilers. Has to go in behind the net. Now out through the middle. He might lose it. He doesn't. Chops it out of the zone. Go down the ice and into the Seattle end. Mahura got it to the corner. Philp there for the Oilers. Up against the left side. Right. Had him pinned. Puck comes loose to Kapanen. Looking for Perry. He's in behind the goal. Comes over to the right. Back to the right wing point for Kulak. Across the line to Nurse. Nurse into the slot to Kapanen. Couldn't get the return pass to Nurse, and Wright will skate it out. In front of the Edmonton bench. Back to Montour. Now across to Evans. He'll come in on the left wing. Go to the left wing corner in front of the net. Off the stick of Pickard. It's in the slot, and Philp will get it out. To Perry at center ice. He can dump it in. 7:48 goal in the first. 1-0 Seattle leads. Decor just about gave it away, but Montour recovers at the last second. It's cleared out off of Tanev. It's icing against Seattle. Henrique almost got to that one as Decor had left it at the side of the net. Faceoff will be to the right of Joey Decor. 17-11-2 this year, his 33rd appearance of the season.
Henrique at 64% of his faceoffs last 3 games. He's moved up to 55.5% in the circle.
He wins the draw. The shot doesn't get through. It was blocked. But Emberson down the right wing, put it through the slot, comes to Stetcher left point. His shot didn't get through either. Evans will put it right up the middle. Missed Hayden with it. It's going to go down the ice, icing against the Kraken.
Right now, Edmonton's not getting anything through. They've got no puck luck going either. They need a break here. I mean, Draisaitl hit the post in the power play, and then the puck hopped on Hyman on a tap-in. And Seattle's got their hard hats on, and they can come at you with 4 lines. Edmonton, the Oilers have won 10 of the 12 games all time between these two teams. But Seattle's more of a, rolling the 4 lines. The Oilers obviously top heavy with 2 of the best players in the world on their team.
Face off in the Seattle zone on the right wing, Montour. Up to Stevens, he'll get it out to Tanev. Lost an edge at the Edmonton blue line. It goes into the corner. And Ekholm up the left wing. Through the middle to Hyman off his stick. It goes into the right corner in Seattle territory. Hyman crashes into that corner with Vince Dunn. Puck on the inboards. McDavid comes out with it. Trying to get it through there to Draisaitl. Goes to McDavid. To the right wing point. It does come out. Oilers have to regroup. Bouchard on the left to McDavid. Cross ice to Draisaitl. Comes into the Seattle zone on the right wing. Goes to the right wing corner. Makes a little move on Dunn. Gives it to McDavid. McDavid to the left wing corner. McDavid up against the boards to the left wing point to Kulak. Over to Bouchard. Down the right wing to Draisaitl. Back to Bouchard. Pulls to the middle. Blasts a shot off the arm of Decor.
Good shot. Got a lot on it.
Schwartz turns back into his own end for Seattle. Give it to Dunn. He'll rip it up the left wing off the stick of Kakko. Goes into the Oiler end. 6:15 to go in the first. 1-0 Seattle leads. Nurse in the left wing corner. Through the middle of Brown. One touches it on the right to Nugent Hopkins. He'll come in over the line. Drop it to Brown. Brown down the right wing. Behind the net to the left. Gives the puck to Janmark. Off the right wing boards to the point. And it just skips over the stick of Kulak.
Connor Brown has a drop and delay. Nugent Hopkins drives the D-back. He's just going to put the puck on the net.
Now Burakovsky steals, gets it in front of the net off of the skate of Bjorkstrand. Save made by Pickard. Burakovsky centering pass to the slot. And it is brought out by Nugent Hopkins. He'll come up the right wing. To Brown, in over the line. Or to Janmark, to Nugent Hopkins across on the left. Gave it to Brown. Will shoot. Scores! Connor Brown let it go off the left wing. Looked like it hit something in front of the net. And this game's tied at 1.
Double clutches on the play. Did Janmark get a piece of that?
All right, it changed direction in front of the net for sure.
If it's Janmark's goal, it's his first goal to beat a goalie all season. But Brown does it one time and he waits. Yeah,
I think it hit Janmark.
It'll be his second of the season.
.27 time of the goal. Janmark went to the front of the net. Brown let it go off the left side, and the game's tied at 1.
Never a bad thing, Cam, to put pucks on the net.
Exactly, especially when you got traffic. Puck dumped into the Oiler end, and it's Stetcher, a little tight turn up the left wing for Podkolzin. Back to Stetcher, through the middle to Arvidsson, into the Seattle end. Stops up just over the blue line. To the right wing corner it goes. Tied at 1 here in the first. And it is Janmark's goal, his second of the year. Up the left side to McCann. He'll clear it out. Brown and Nugent-Hopkins with the assists. Nugent-Hopkins with points in 3 straight. Puck brought in by Arvidsson. Long shot. DeCord has a rebound. Get away from now. Covers it up. Going to the net was Henrique. He'll get into it a bit with Hayden here. That'll draw a bit of a crowd as well. Doesn't look like much will come of it. We're going to take a break. 4:50 to go here in the first. Oilers and Kraken are tied at 1. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm proud to call myself an Albertan. You know, after years of touring this great province in my Ford F-150, I've learned the value of driving a tough, capable, smart truck. Whether you're working for the weekend or long hauling it like I am, there's an F-150 for every Albertan with plenty of options to choose from, like available Pro Power on board. So if you're looking for a new truck, stop by your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
All games, all seasons.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and home payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Kraken. Tolvanen scoring for Seattle. Janmark has the goal for Edmonton.
And I might assert to you, I think that Seattle's had a pretty good first period here. They played well. Oilers have been a little bit sloppy in their puck maintenance. And Connor Brown was involved in the giveaway that led to the Seattle goal, and he was involved in the play that led to the Edmonton goal, so he's even up.
Schwartz up the left wing for the Kraken. Will get to center ice. Off the left wing boards and in. Puck gets to the corner. And it's Henrique trying to get away from Matty Beniers. Has the one-handed up the right wing to Arvidsson. He's forced back. Goes into the skates of Bouchard. Now it's stolen by Schwartz to the blue line to Dunn. Across to Larson. Tried to shoot it. Goes off of Podkolzin and it comes out. Larson has to quickly get after it. He's got Arvidsson right on him. Goes in behind his net. Shakes off Arvidsson up the left wing for Schwartz. Now to Beniers. Off his stick. Goes into the Oiler end left wing corner. Schwartz will take a hit from Philp. Puck goes to Kulak, now to Philp, up the left wing to Kapanen, to Philp, into the Seattle zone, right wing to Perry, to Philp. Philp to the right wing corner, in front of the net, a pass off his stick, comes across, and Kapanen had it hop over his stick. Bjorkstrand will get it out. Give it to Tanev, to Bjorkstrand. Played it off the side of the net, and Bjorkstrand in the right corner. Behind the net to Tanev, through the slot, and there was Perry for Edmonton. He'll get it out to Kapanen, to Perry. Into the Seattle zone, goes to the left wing corner. Played it in behind the net, rimmed by Mahura. Won't get out, Kulak will keep it in. A shot just off the blocker of Decor. Nurse will get it low. To Perry, knocked down by Mahura. Up the right wing to Bjorkstrand, he will clear it. Right in front of the Seattle bench, gets chopped into the Oiler bench. We'll get the whistle. 3:13 to go here in the first. Kraken and Oilers tied at 1.
Noah Philp had a chance down the right side. He's got to let her drift. He's got a real deceptive, heavy shot. Basically a 2-on-2 with an outside drive on the play. Just put it to the net. I don't think Edmonton's shot enough in this game so far, Cam. Passed off 3 or 4 times.
Hopefully that picks up.
Seattle's
put everything to the
net so far.
McDavid taking the draw against Beniers. Goes to the right wing to Hyman. Softly off the right wing boards. He'll chase after it, get to it in the corner. Slides off the hit of Evans, and the puck goes to the right wing. Draisaitl to the point to Bouchard. Now on the left to McDavid. McDavid dumped down by Montour. Gets back up. Puck goes to the line. To Ekholm on the right wing, to Draisaitl, to Bouchard. He'll walk to the middle. Now it goes to Ekholm. He'll shoot it. And a save made by Decord. He covers it up. Oilers eventually work it to the middle, and Matthias Ekholm is able to lean into one. With 2:44 to go in the first, tied at 1, the Oilers and the Kraken. Faceoff will be to the right of Decord.
Animated conversation there between Hyman and Montour.
Yeah.
And Chris Knobloch sneaks Corey Perry back out here. Draisaitl and McDavid.
Puck goes to the corner. Dunn on the left wing to Schwartz. Coming down was Bouchard. Kept it in. It goes to McDavid. Skates across the top. Now left corner to Perry. Into the slot. Ekholm shot. And it's saved by Decord. To rebound in the slot. Beniers up the right wing. Gave it to Kakko. Comes into the Oilers zone. Put it to the end boards. Now Beniers will get it. His pass into the slot goes to the line. Dunn shoots, scores. Dunn let it go and makes it 2-1 for the Kraken here in the first period.
Well, Chris Knobloch can't be happy with what we're seeing here. I mean, just lackadaisical play. They create a turnover back behind the goal and a little bit of a misplay behind the net. The pairing of Ekholm and Bouchard. And then a long-range bomber, and Pickard doesn't pick it up. It's not a great goal, Cam. Sorry.
No, it was deflected, too.
It was, but
went off an Oilers stick.
But it was deflected from distance. Yeah. Dunn's a good offensive defenseman.
It's his 10th of the year at 17:41.
But there's a willingness to shoot, not pass it into the net.
Up the right wing to right. Shoot it in, Pickard. Put it around the right wing boards. Dunn comes in from the point. Keep it in for Seattle. It goes in behind the net. Glove down by Stetcher. Left wing to Janmark. Forced in behind the goal. On the right. Now to Emberson.
They're aggressively forechecking, much more aggressively than they did in Seattle.
Now Janmark comes into the Seattle zone. Pass across. The shot by Nugent Hopkins. Save made by Decord. Mark along the boards. McCann in a battle with Nugent Hopkins.
Exact same play they didn't call 25 seconds before.
Penalty coming up to Edmonton. And Nugent Hopkins is going to the box. So the Oilers about to be shorthanded. And the penalty kills brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Seattle 0 for 1 on the power play.
The problem is Nugent Hopkins is in their first unit, right?
Yeah. 2-1 Seattle leading here in the late stages of the first period. Stevenson taking the draw. It goes to Dunn, left point. Pass across, goes off of Kapanen, but Stevenson has it now. Then gave it away through the middle to Henrique. Henrique will slowly come out, give it to Kapanen. Comes into the Seattle zone. Long shot. Blocker save made by Decord. Stevenson in front of his net. Right wing to Dunn. Now to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand will shoot it in. He's going after it. Ekholm for Edmonton got to it. Up the boards, kept in by Stevenson. Has it on the right side. Pass back to the point, hit Beniers' skate, and it comes out. We're into the last minute of this first period. 2-1 Seattle leads. Tolvanen and Dunn have scored for Seattle. Janmark has the goal for Edmonton. Burakovsky. Oh, got tripped up by Brown. They're going to call that a trip. And it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 109.
This guy's missing a good game tonight, let me tell you. Had chances. lose it when I see the replay of this.
44 seconds to go in the first period.
Who was it the other night that pretended to do the dive? Is it Felino?
Yeah, I think so.
That was funny.
I didn't see it. I only read about it.
You got it on Sport. This is...
Yeah, I only read about it. I did not get to see it. Face off to the right of Pickard. So 5-on-3 for 1:09. Henrique to take the draw for Edmonton. Up there with Ekholm and Emberson, and the puck goes to the blue line. Dunn on the right to McCann, across to Stevenson. Has it on the left wing to Dunn. One-timer off the crossbars behind Pickard, and there's Ekholm to get it down the ice. Oh, Seattle came close. That shot from the point hit iron. 24 seconds to go in the first. Stevenson to the Edmonton blue line. Now to McCann. Going to lose it, and Emberson will get it down the ice. DeCord quickly up with it to Dunn. Left wing to Schwartz. To McCann. Will let a shot go. It's blocked by Emberson. Puck in the left corner. 4 seconds to go, and Dunn couldn't hold the line. It comes out. And Seattle will have 25 seconds of 5-on-3 time to start the second period. They come close with a crossbar in the later stages of this first period. It's 2-1 Seattle after 20.
I'd say Edmonton's lucky. They're only down by one. They got a lot of work to do here, and it starts with 25 seconds worth of 5v3 time. Got to do a good job to start period number 2, but the Oilers got to elevate the level of their performance here. Seattle's playing in front of their mothers. You can't look at a 10-2 record against them. Kraken were the better team and deserve it of a 2-1 lead.
Eeli Tolvanen and Vince Dunn scoring for Seattle in that first period. It was Matthias Janmark with his second of the year with the goal for Edmonton. 2-1, Seattle leads the Oilers. We are through 20 minutes here at Rogers Place. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're going to have the intermission for you when we come back from downtown Edmonton. Here at Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
I'm Gene Principe for Legacy Heating and Cooling. Some people think I only know hockey, but I know from the flame in your furnace to your mighty ducts. At Legacy, we never shark our duties. We get cracking and knuckle down to have your heating and cooling systems working right, so you get a comfortable night's sleep. And that's just our division. I mean, a division of Legacy. But let's get to Pacifics. With Legacy, you'll get no interest and no principal payments for 1 year on your new furnace. Legacy, the difference with Legacy Heating and Cooling.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Go beyond the boundaries of compassion and challenge the concepts of parental and caregiver duties as Shadow Theater brings Be to life at the Varscona Theater. On now through February 9th. Then whether you're glamping, yamping, or boondocking, the Edmonton RV Adventure Sale and Show is your gateway to hitting the open road. Check it out February 8th through the 9th at the Expo Center.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
To Brown, in over the line, or to Janmark, to Nugent Hopkins across on the left. Give it to Brown, will shoot, scores! Connor Brown let it go off the left wing. Looked like it hit something in front of the net, and this game's tied at 1.
And that's our Highlight Zone brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to Rogers Place, and welcome to this first intermission after 20 minutes of play. Seattle with a 2-1 lead on the Edmonton Oilers. Shots dead even, 12 shots apiece. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown here. Well, Brownie, what do you think of that first period?
I thought it was a sloppy period by the Oilers defensively. Last game against the Buffalo Sabres, they were not good defensively. Chris Knobloch talked about it. The players talked about it. I thought it'd be a different first period, but they were sloppy in their own zone. Seattle was the better team 5-on-5. Seattle, the only time they struggled is when they got on the power play. Their power play was horrific in that first period.
Yeah.
The 2-1 score probably flatters the Oilers. The Oilers got a fortunate bounce on their goal. It was a The puck went to Connor Brown, and he had a backdoor one-timer. And then when he decided not to do that, he thought, oh, what a wasted opportunity. Throws the puck on net, and Janmark's in front, hits him, and goes in. But it was not a good period for the Oilers. They just sloppy in their own zone. The Kraken probably had 3 or 4 great opportunities thwarted because they made a bad pass. As the Oilers turned the puck over a number of times in their own zone, Evan Bouchard, 2 of them, including the goal that went in for their second Seattle Kraken goal, that was one Evan had control of the puck behind the net. So the Oilers have a big kill to start this period, not to fall further behind, but the penalty killing would probably be the only aspect of the Oilers' first period that you would say was pretty good. The rest of the team was a little flat.
Kraken are going to have a slop over on this 5-on-3, 25 seconds to open up period number 2. Actually, the Oilers had not a bad first 3 minutes because they drew that penalty 41 seconds into the first, had a couple of close calls, and then after that it just seemed to, on the Connor Brown turnover that ended up in the net, it just seemed the game turned right around there.
Well, it's funny. Connor McDavid's first game in a week, his first shift was 2.5 minutes long. They started it. They got a power play 41 seconds or something like that into it. Then they stayed out for a minute 30 of the power play. So it was a 2.5 minute shift, and they created. I mean, the Oilers' first shift was fantastic, and their power play, a ton of good looks. And Leon, 2 great shots. One, it goes off the post. I thought it was in from up here. Look, oh, that's in. It comes out. Then another big save by Decor. A lot of good chances, but you're right. The game or the period changed on the Connor Brown turnover. He carried the puck high, and he carried it into traffic, into his own defenseman. The problem with there, again, risk-reward. The reward, you get it to your defenseman, but he's already got a guy on him.
Yeah.
The risk, if the puck is turned over, well, you're all standing still facing north, and here comes the puck going the other way, and it turned into a 2-on-1. Unfortunate for Pickard. He got bumped by Brett Kulak. But yeah, the Oilers, from then on, they were chasing in that period.
Yeah, you know, we always say this. I don't know if this is applicable in the first period, but we always say the Oilers got to get their feet moving a little bit more, got to get a little more jump going. I don't know. Can you say that about that first period? But I don't want to take anything away from Seattle, who I thought did what they had to do.
I don't think it was in the offensive zone. The Oilers weren't bad. It was just defensively big mistakes, turning the puck over. The Connor Brown goal was the Seattle's first goal was a Connor Brown turnover.
Right.
The Seattle's second goal was an Evan Bouchard turnover. So both times the Oilers had full control of the puck, and then seconds later Seattle scored. Evan Bouchard tried coming. He got chased out from behind his own net. He came out right in front of his own net without looking, and there was another crack in there, and very fortunate that they didn't turn that into another goal. So there were some mistakes. Now, again, a 2-1 deficit for the Oilers is nothing.
Right.
They will be better as this game moves on. But that's 3 really poor defensive periods for the Oilers in a row. The last 2 against Buffalo and this one here. To me, that's the biggest thing they just have to clean up. Defensively, they've got to be better, more confident with the puck. Seattle's got quick forwards, and they will get in on you early and quickly. You have to make the decision with the puck before you get the puck, and I think the Oilers were just thinking a little too much on the back end, and by the time they decided what they wanted to do with the puck, it was too late, and the Kraken were already there.
I know there's a lot of hockey left to be played here, but how big is this next 2 minutes for Seattle? Because if they can take a 3-1 lead, might plant a little seed of doubt in the Oilers' minds. Although you're right, the Oilers can come back, but it might give Seattle a little bit of confidence.
It's bigger for the Kraken than it is for the Oilers.
Okay.
I mean, if the Kraken can score on this 5-on-3 or on the power play afterwards, they will feel much more confident going forward. Having said that, I don't think it matters to the Oilers in their ability to come back, whether they're down 1 after the 2-minute mark of the second period or whether they're down 2. Obviously, you'd prefer not to have to chase a game that much, but it's important. But there's still, after this power play, there's still going to be 39 minutes of the hockey game to go, and the Oilers are capable of overcoming a 1 or 2 goal spurt in going for the remainder of this game. But the one thing that we've seen so far is the Oilers' penalty killing has been very good. Now, to start the period, I think, what is it, 29 seconds or 30 seconds?
They have a 25-second 5-on-3 advantage.
So the biggest thing about this is winning the faceoff.
Yeah.
If the Oilers can win the faceoff to start the period, they pull it back, you drag the forwards back down a little bit, and then you fire it down, you can waste a good 15 seconds minimum of that 25 5-on-3. So if the Oilers are going to win any faceoffs this entire game, the one to start the second period would be the most important.
Well, I was just going to take a peek to see how they were doing the face-off circle in that first period. In fact, the Oilers were... they trailed, actually, 53% for Seattle to the Oilers.
But the only one you want to look at
is that...
Well, who's going to be taking it? My guess is it'll probably be... I don't know. Actually, I don't even know if normally it would be Nuge, but I believe Nuge is in the penalty box.
Yep, and Connor McDavid actually was at 83%.
I just don't see Connor McDavid starting the 5-on-3.
I don't either.
So either Henrique or Janmark is my guess.
Yeah.
But it's a big face-off. Now, for the Seattle Kraken on the face-off, you don't have to win it back. You can win it either side. Because whatever side Oilers don't put a defenseman up, you just pass it to that guy and you go forward. But try to pester the Kraken. Don't allow them easy access to set up the 5-on-3.
Right.
And you do know that as soon as Seattle's coming in, they will attack the net as quickly as possible because they've only got seconds before an Oiler player comes out of the penalty box.
Okay, so what do the Oilers have to do here in the second period?
Well, they got to be better defensively. Simple. They too many mistakes, too many puck management by the Edmonton Oilers was not good in that first 20 minutes. That's something they need to correct here in the second.
Okay, Rob, thanks very much. It's a 2-1 hockey game. Seattle leading the Oilers after 40 minutes of play here at Rogers Place. It was an interesting first period, and I know there's going to be a great second period on the way, so stay tuned for that. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Rule Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Hey, Edmonton. Ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in-store for details.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
This is Global News at the first intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. It's week 3 in the strike of thousands of school support staff. The two sides were scheduled to resume talks today after reaching an impasse last week. The union continues to push for higher wages, not only for themselves, but also to attract more people to the line of work, which would also alleviate some other stresses currently faced, such as sick day backfill. New information on the fire at the Taos World of Science is being released tonight. Although they hoped to reopen within a couple of days, it was determined the smoke damage was more significant than first believed, having spread throughout the entire center. The Taos World of Science president and CEO Constance Scarlett says the smoke made its way throughout the venting system, impacting about 45% of the building. The Royal Canadian Navy has identified the sailor who died Friday after a small military boat capsized in the north end of the Halifax harbor. Petty Officer 2nd Class Gregory Applin was one of the two sailors who were thrown into the cold water that night. The commander of Canadian Fleet Atlantic says the boat flipped after its passengers were dropped off, noting the boat driver, who has survived, had plenty of experience on the water. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be at the second intermission on 880 CHED.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs. to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details. MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
The intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back at Rogers Place, and after 20 minutes of play, the Seattle Kraken, the visitors, have a 2-1 lead on the Edmonton Oilers. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. We've got 3 games that are final. The Vancouver Canucks coming up with a 5-2 victory over the Blues in St. Louis tonight. Connor Garland scored twice for the Canucks. JT Miller with a goal in that one as well. And Dylan Holloway got a goal for the Blues, his 16th of the season. Los Angeles Kings were on the road in Detroit to take on the Red Wings. It was a 5-4 victory for the hometown Wings. Marco Kasper with 2 goals in that hockey game for Detroit. Scott Lawton scored once and set up another one, and that helped the Philadelphia Flyers in Philly tonight beat the Devils 4-2. Rasmus Ristolainen with 2 assists in that game as well. One other game going on in the NHL. It's going to start in, about 5 minutes' time in San Jose, where the Sharks will take on the Penguins. Bakersfield in the American Hockey League. What's up with the Oilers farm team? Their next matchup will come Wednesday. They will be at home taking on Henderson. That one's a 7:30 start our time. And in the Western Hockey League, Edmonton Oil Kings now don't play until Wednesday. They will be in Calgary to take on the Hitmen. That one is a 7 o'clock start. And that's your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, your official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The second period is coming up next. Oilers trailing 2-1 to Seattle. What's in store in the next 40 minutes or some? We'll see. The players are coming back onto the ice at the intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Freedom Ford is kicking off the new year with incredible savings. Save up to $16,000 on remaining 2024 models with 0% financing and huge discounts. It's the perfect time to upgrade to a brand new vehicle. Freedom Ford is making room for 2025 models, so these deals won't last long. Visit Freedom Ford today and start the new year in style. Don't miss out. Drive into 2025 with unbeatable savings before it's too late.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace, repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com. OilCountry.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Seattle with a 2-1 lead over the Edmonton Oilers. We're getting ready for the second period of play. That Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's Feeding OilCountry 50-50 jackpot sitting at $359,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Seattle starts this second period with a 5-on-3 for 25 seconds. Minute 16 left to go in the penalty to Brown.
Yeah, huge kill here for the Oilers. They had a good finish at the end of the first. Seattle had a couple misplays. Oilers got to find a way to keep them at bay here.
Oiler penalty kills brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. He dropped the puck. We're underway here in the second period. And Dunn has it inside his own end for Seattle up the right wing to Bjorkstrand. It down the right wing boards. Ekholm breaks it up, gets it down the ice. Dunn starting up the left wing. Penalty over to Nugent Hopkins in 5 seconds. Now to Chandler Stevenson into the Edmonton zone, drops the puck to McCann to the middle of Bjorkstrand, whose shot, it's blocked, and it comes out to Nugent Hopkins, and he'll get it down the ice. Up the right wing, a pass for Schwartz, misses him. Pickard can set it. Nurse off the left wing glass and out. And down to 32 seconds left to go in the penalty to Brown. It's Bjorkstrand to center. At the Edmonton blue line, he'll shoot it in. Rims on the left to McCann. Lost it behind the net. Puck comes back to McCann. He'll get into the slot, but forced to the point. Gives it to Dunn, left wing. To Jared McCann, he'll shoot it. Save made by Pickard. The puck squeezes out to Janmark. He'll take his time. He'll get it up the left wing. A pass to Kapanen. He'll walk in the shot. Saved by Decord. And the penalty expires. Seattle 0 for 3 on the power play. Good chance there for Kasperi Kapanen down the left wing. Bouchard just missing Kapanen with it. He'll go down into the Seattle zone. Minute and a half gone in the second. 2-1 Kraken lead. Kako goes cross ice to Evans. Now in on the left to Burakovsky. He'll go cross ice to Beniers. He's in the right wing corner. Now to Burakovsky. Goes in behind the goal to the left to the top of the circle. To the right point, Montour. Wanted to get it into the corners. Broken up by Ekholm. Up the right wing to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid. He'll come in. He'll shoot. Save. Rebound. Score! Connor McDavid got his own rebound, and this game tied at 2.
Great outlet pass right up the middle of the ice, and McDavid skated into the transition. And Leon Draisaitl, McDavid basically created a 2-on-1 as a result. It was a long stretch pass, and Draisaitl threads the middle to McDavid. McDavid picks up his own rebound as Decor's going the wrong way. We got ourselves a tie game on Connor McDavid's 21st goal of the season.
Minute 57 into the second. The Oilers kill off the 5-on-3 and come back with a goal to tie the game up. Decor had no idea where that puck went after the initial stop. And McDavid with his own rebound. Alexiak into his own end. Through the middle. He gave it away. Puck gets into the slot. Arvidsson then checked on the play and out through center. It's McCann. Dishes on the left. Gave the puck on the left wing to Tolvin and couldn't get a shot through. Pod calls it into Arvidsson at the Edmonton blue line. Draisaitl and Ekholm get the assist.
It's a great stretch pass by Ekholm.
Nurse at his own line into the middle. Got it to Stetcher to the left wing corner to Phil. Put it up the boards, and it does come out.
Good play by Kapanen. Phil put that puck in a tough spot, and Kapanen picked his man off. And
now to Phil down the left wing. The backhand saved by Decord as Phil tried to go short side upstairs. It goes off the shoulder at Decord, and he covers it up.
Well, that time he put it to the net. I thought he might try to drop it short side back for Corey Perry. And he almost got him cheating there. But quickly back to the McDavid unit.
Draisaitl will take the draw against Mitchell Stevens.
You get a 5-on-3, Seattle. Didn't create any. Oh, look out.
Now brought out up the left wing. Hayden's pass knocked down by Ekholm. He'll give it to McDavid. In over the line on the left side. Stops up. Passes the puck. It does not get to Hyman. It goes over to the left wing boards. McDavid recovers it to Draisaitl, left corner in front of the net. Here's Hyman. The backhand save by Decord. And he covered it up. For a second, he didn't know where it was again, but he got it.
Oilers got a first line versus fourth line matchup. And Hyman kicked it from his skate to his stick, and it was well defended by Dunn, who basically boxed lacrosse him out from in front of the net. What a pass by Leon. And Hyman was able to pick up the loose change around the net. Well, we're back to evens here. And given that it was 2-1 for Seattle late in the first
and
period.
a 5-on-3.
And a 5-on-3. You'll take that if you're an Oiler partisan.
You got that right. Janmark to take the draw in the Seattle zone to the left to Decord. Up against Chandler Stevenson. Puck goes to the corner. Dunn. Got it out. Kulak, little bank pass to Nugent Hopkins. Now to the right. Janmark across to Brown. To the blue line. Nurse around the boards. Goes in behind the net. Over to the right. Brown trying to jam it back to the point. Burakovsky's able to break it up. Unable to get it out, but a second chance, and Burakovsky will clear as he gets to center. To Bjorkstrand, off his stick, and it goes into the Edmonton zone. Nurse behind the net. Rims it. Stevenson got the puck, got it to the high slot, goes to the right point. Montour off the corner boards, banks it to the side of the goal. Nugent Hopkins for Edmonton up the left wing, but Montour's pinching down, so Nugent Hopkins for Kulak. Up the right wing and down the ice. Won't be icing. Evans got to go after it. Got Connor Brown right on him. Brown to Janmark, right corner. Now in behind the goal it goes. Beniers to the corner. Trying to get away from Henrique. He's putting on the pressure. Evans up the left wing, but Schwartz gets forced back by Stetcher. Goes to Arvidsson. Has it right wing, top of the circle. Now to Podkolzin. Back to Arvidsson. Comes across the blue line. Down the left wing to Stetcher. He's going towards the net. Then has to go to the left wing corner with it. To the left wing point to Arvidsson. He'll walk to the middle. Arvidsson holds on. Still has it. Goes to the left point. Left wing to Podkolzin. To the right point. Stetcher didn't see it coming around, and it gets by him and down the ice.
So 3 chances for Arvidsson to put it to the net. Now the Oilers are under duress here.
It's in the right wing corner of the Oilers zone. It's skipping around. Emberson to the left wing on the backhand. Got it out to Hyman. Now to McDavid. Into the Seattle zone. Cuts across. Top of the circle. Shot. Blocked. Goes into the left wing corner. Hyman on the end boards. Ran into Mahura. It goes to Alexiak. Played it in front of his net to Mahura. Looking out through center ice. Then drift the puck into the Oilers zone. Schwartz digging after it. He'll go to Draisaitl behind the net. Drops the puck. To Bouchard now to Ekholm. He'll come up the left wing. We're tied at 2. We're here in the second. We've played 5:40 of this second period. Ekholm has it at left side at center. Drills it to the right wing corner. Right to the line. That's not going to get out. Hyman to Draisaitl on the left side, top of the circle. Cross ice pass and poked by McDavid. It gets by Bouchard. It comes out. McCann into the Oilers zone to Tolvanen now on the right wing. Shane Wright. Played it behind the Edmonton net. McDavid's going to come skating up the right wing. McDavid pass to Draisaitl. In over the line. Down the left side. His shot. And that one glances off the Seattle stick, goes wide. Done in behind the goal, now up the right wing for Wright. At center, shoots it in. Kulak to Nurse. Nurse off the left wing boards to Perry. Into the middle, went through the skates of Kapanen. Stevens lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Pass skips off the stick of Perry. Decord's got to play it. Up the left wing to Dunn. Out of Hayden. Only to the Edmonton line, and it's Philp right back in on the left wing to Perry. Perry cuts to the middle, is shot, and it doesn't get through. Dunn will bring it out.
Stevens got away with the trip there.
Now to Tanev, that's offside at the Edmonton blue line. We're going to take a break. 7 minutes, 1 second gone here in the second. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Kraken. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. I love being an Albertan, and I love Ford trucks. And I know that like hard-working Albertans across this great province, there's a Ford truck for everyone. Like Super Duty. It's what I like to call a workhorse. A truck built for heavy-duty performance and getting the job done. Now that's a truck to live and work by. So whatever you're working on, you'll know that the 2024 Ford Super Duty's got the goods. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just tell them PB sent you.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they're the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Oilers and Kraken tied at 2. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 7:01 gone in the second. Tolvanen and Dunn have scored for Seattle. It's been Janmark and McDavid for Edmonton. Face-off outside the Edmonton blue line. The pass by Nurse, too far for Janmark. Icing against the Oilers. Oilers able to kill off a 5-on-3 that overlapped the end of the first, beginning of the second.
Swung the momentum in the game. I mean,
it usually does.
Seattle doesn't have a shot since then. No. Edmonton's rang off the last 7 shots in this game.
Face off to the right, Calvin Pickard. Puck gets to the high slot. Bjorkstrand will keep it in. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Burakovsky over to the right, back to the right wing point. Montour across to Evans. Back to Montour. Montour, the snapshot. And that one goes just off of Pickard after it was redirected. And the puck to the right point. Montour. His shot tipped on net and a save by Pickard. That one redirected by Bjorkstrand.
Well, with Riker Evans, Brandon Montour now, along with Vince Dunn, they got 3 defensemen that can really make plays in the back end. And we liked Riker Evans coming out of Regina, going all the way back to the, I guess that'd be the 22-23 season, right? Yes, yeah. 22-23 season. Really the start of the, we went into Everett to broadcast the game there, and he was excellent. You can tell he's really smooth. He was the other guy in Regina that was really good. They had this kid named Bedard. You might have heard of him.
He was all right, too.
He was okay, too.
Yeah. Up the right wing. Arvidsson will get it out to center ice. At center, he shoots it in. Comes on the right side. Montour to Evans, but he's got Arvidsson there. They got pinned up against the boards deep in Seattle territory. Comes up to the line. Stetcher kept it in through the slot. Montour will get it out. Now down the left side. Schwartz into the Oiler end to Beniers to Schwartz, and a great save made by Pickard. He got it with a blocker, and the puck cleared out. Montour has to go back into his own end. Around the right wing to Kakko. Give it to Beniers. Come into the Oilers zone on the right side. Goes to the right corner. Dug out of his skates by Ekholm to Draisaitl. Now it's center ice to Arvidsson. He can shoot it in. McCord will stop it in behind the net. Montour blasted up the right wing. Hit the stick of Kakko. Went off of Ekholm to Kakko, and he'll shoot it in. Bouchard gave it away, went off his stick to Burakovsky. Then Bouchard slid in front, broke it up. Burakovsky has a right corner into the slot. The shot by Dunn, save. Rebound up. Pickard got that with the left pad. The puck in the left wing corner. Matthias Ekholm out to center ice to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid. In over the line to the left wing. Forced to the left wing boards. Back to the point. Ekholm shot, save, rebound. Oh, that went off the crossbar. As Hyman hit the crossbar, and the puck brought out through center ice. Bjorkstrand to Burakovsky. Bjorkstrand through the middle, gave it away to McDavid. He'll fly through center, in over the line to Draisaitl, down the right wing to McDavid, just too far. Puck along the boards, and Burakovsky comes the other way. Into the Oilers zone on the right wing. Burakovsky slows up, shoots off the glove of Pickard. We're tied at 2. We're here in the second. Long breakaway pass brought in. It's Perry. Shot. Scores! Corey Perry on the breakaway. And the Oilers are up 3-2.
A 140-foot stretch pass there from Darnell Nurse. And Corey Perry caught the Seattle Kraken in a line change. And when you scored over 400 goals, you get a breakaway like that with the time and space. But Nurse makes the play right on the tape. And Perry sifts one home 5-hole for his 9th of the year.
9:38, time of the goal by Corey Perry. There was nobody anywhere remotely close to him on that play.
Well, that's 2 games in a row. Darnell Nurse with some excellent plays.
I tell you, that was chaos before that, though, at both ends of the ice. It's inside the Oiler end. Nurse will get it around the left wing boards. It hits Perry. Perry in front of his net. To Stetcher, he will get it out. 3-2 Oilers lead here in the second period. They got 2 in this second period to take the lead. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Stetcher wraps it up the right, past Evans, down the way down. It'll be icing against the Oilers. But end-to-end action.
To say the least.
Yeah. Giveaways,
the Oilers
chances.
The Oilers with 2 point-blank posts in this game. Draisaitl and Hyman. I'm still trying to figure out how Zach didn't score there. That's an important draw here for Phil. Granted, it's 4th line against 4th line.
Face off to the left of Pickard. Puck gets to the slot. Poke to the line. Doesn't get out. On tour with his shot. That one glances off his Stetcher, and he'll bring it up the left wing. And at center ice, he shoots it in. Oilers make the change they're looking for. Montour up in the air and out. Emberson got it to center ice. Now to Janmark. Pokes it into the Seattle zone. 9:20 to go in the second. 3-2 Edmonton leads. Mitchell Stevens coming out for Seattle. Down the right wing to Tanev. He'll cut the puck in over to Hayden. The shot, the rebound just put wide by Montour. Montour followed the play, put it off the outside of the net. It's Nugent Hopkins weaving his way to center ice for the Oilers. Over the Seattle line to Janmark. Comes down to the left wing, into the corner, to the top of the circle. Kakko able to break it up. To Montour, now to Kakko. He'll get it across to Evans. In the Oilers zone, around the right to Tanev. Poked it back, and it's Emberson for Edmonton to get it out up the left wing. To Janmark, off the boards and in. Beniers. Across to Dunn. Up to Larson, skipped over his stick. Shot into the Oilers zone. Kakko's stick craters. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse holds off Schwartz. And Beniers follows it up. Gave it away. Up the left wing, getting it out. Arvidsson to center ice. Beniers all over him. Got it in over the line on the left wing. Puck goes to the left wing corner.
That was a hook. I mean, fans not happy. No call.
Beniers up the right wing to Schwartz. Across to Kakko. Missed him with it. Puck chopped out. And Henriques into the Seattle zone. Right side to Arvidsson. Arvidsson, a shot. And a blocker save made by Decord. Bjorkstrand through the middle to Beniers. Into the Oiler end to Schwartz. Will flip it into the right wing corner. 7:45 to go in the second. 3-2 Edmonton leads. Ekholm stops him behind the Oiler net.
Look at this. The Oilers are going to get their big line on the ice here because of a pass of forecheck.
But then it goes off a stick, and it goes right to Stevenson. He'll get it in front of the net and off the stick of Ekholm, covered by Pickard. And it'll be a face-off in the Oiler end. We're going to take a break. We got 7.5 to go in the second. Oilers have a 3-2 lead on the Kraken. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oil Country, you never miss an Oilers game. Join your fellow fans at Molson Canadian Oil Country headquarter locations every game day. Visit OilCountryHQ.com to find out where you can enjoy the game next with a pint of Molson Canadian, the official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2024 Ford favorites, save up to $5,000 on escapes.
Up to $9,000 on Bronco Sports.
And up to $19,000 on F-150s.
Plus, take advantage of 0% financing options available on select models.
Spin the wheel and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Vegas.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Going back to school can be as scary as taking the winning shot, but it doesn't have to be. Score a great future with Northern Lakes College and supported distance learning. NLC knows that students need attention, support, and the synergy between instructors and peers to keep motivated and connected. They are here to help you meet all your goals and cheer you on. Because at Northern Lakes College, they count their success one student at a time. NorthernLakesCollege.ca.
Oil Country, you never miss an Oilers game. Join your fellow fans at Molson Canadian Oil Country headquarter locations every game day. Visit OilCountryHQ.com to find out where you can enjoy the game next with a pint of Molson Canadian, the official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Edmonton up 3-2 on Seattle after trailing 2-1 after 20 minutes. Connor McDavid and Corey Perry have scored for the Oilers here in the second. Face off to the right of Pickard. Puck back to the point. Evans put it down low. It'll get to Bjorkstrand. He'll get it out to Burakovsky's in the high slot. Now in the right. Montour will shoot it. Save made by Pickard. That one hit him up high. And Draisaitl will bring it out for the Oilers. Down the right wing. In over the line. To the middle. Bouchard comes over to the left wing. Top of the circle. Waiting. Walks to the middle. A shot. And that's off a stick. And Bjorkstrand will get it out for the Kraken. Bouchard will take it into his own end. Bouchard up the middle, finds McDavid. McDavid down the left wing. Just got the puck into the Seattle zone. Right to McCann. McCann bounces it in over the Edmonton blue line. Emerson to his partner, Ekholm. Ekholm spins in front of the Oiler net. Over to Ty Emerson. Up the left wing that goes off the stick of Janmark into Seattle territory. And her around the right wing boards. For Shane Wright. To the Edmonton blue line. Right checked. Nugent Hopkins gets it out to Connor Brown. Over center ice. He'll scoop the puck in. He goes after it. McCann. Right in behind the net to Alexiak. Get it out. That's probably going to be icing. And it will be. 6:07 to go in the second. 3-2 Oilers lead.
Well, there's been lots of chances. I mean, we're at 41 shots in this game right now, and there's 34 minutes left to play. So we're looking at about 75 shots on goal in the game. A lot of high event opportunities both ways. The Oilers have missed 2 open nets. Draisaitl's hit a post and crossbar for
Zach Hyman.
Yeah, and conversely, Seattle, Montour missed a wide open net on a rebound.
Face off to the left of Joey Decord. Philp wins the draw. Emerson down the right wing to Perry. Centered it off a leg. Comes back to the line. Stetcher to Emerson down the right wing. His shot, and that's blocked. It goes off of Tolvanen. Puck on the end boards inside the Seattle zone. Tolvanen, the left wing for McCann. Back to Alexiak. Crossed to Mahura, but missed him with it. Kept in by Kapanen. Puck gets to the corner. On the left wing, Philp to the line just by Stetcher, and it gets out.
That's too bad. They had good puck possession. Get it up the ice here.
The left wing, Stetcher. Let's pass at the blue line.
2 righties on the ice. And
now Hayden will direct it in. Skipped on Pickard. Emerson to Stetcher. The left wing boards. Off of Kapanen. Goes into the Seattle end. Dunn's got it. It's at the side of the net, now through the middle. Vince Dunn, long pass to Stevens, off his stick, and that goes over the end glass in the Oilers zone. With 5:05 to go here in the second, we're going to take a quick break. 3-2 Oilers lead the Kraken from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Hey, hockey fans! Hard rubber works well on the ice rink, but not so good on frozen roads. Aturo tires are engineered with that in mind. Scientifically designed tread patterns, along with resilient rubber compounds, allow Aturo tires to grip well in the cold of winter, while providing excellent traction and long tread life through year-round conditions. Aturo has the all-weather tire for you. Available at Action Car and Tire, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party, happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers game day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2025-26 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next game day live flight night for your chance to win a trip for two to watch the Oilers play in Las Vegas. Join them February 4th at Central Social Hall, St. Albert. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 3-2 Oilers lead the Seattle Kraken. 5:05 to go here in the second period.
Well, it's been entertaining. It's been a little bit sloppy, but those often make for better games. Scoring chances in abundance either way.
Face-off just outside the Edmonton blue line.
Pickett's made a couple great saves in this period.
Larson put it across the gun. He shot it into the Oilers zone. And it's up against the boards, right wing corner. They got it tied up. Comes all the way across. Larson in from the blue line. Then lost the puck to Draisaitl in front of the net to Kulak, and now to McDavid through center into the Seattle zone on the right wing. Stops up. It goes to Draisaitl. Draisaitl right corner. His return pass to McDavid picked off by Beniers.
Leon's got to shoot the puck there.
Beniers up the right wing boards to Schwartz. All the way across to Dunn. Into the Oiler end. Off the end boards. It's Nurse in behind the net. Reverses it to Brett Kulak. One hand pushes it to Draisaitl, comes into the Seattle zone down the right wing. He'll take a backhand off the outside of the post. That's going to go out of play.
He had him.
He had room short side.
It's two posts for Leon in this game.
Just missed on that one. 4:12 to go in the second. 3-2 Oilers lead. Right up where the post meets the crossbar on the short side. There was a little room there.
Sometimes that deflects down and in.
Exactly.
Often, if you'd watched the Saskatoon Blades back in about 1989-90.
Yeah, they did tend to go in.
Still were good enough to play in the league. That's more like say.
Arvidsson's stick cratered in behind the Seattle net. He's got to go get a fresh one. He does. Puck out to center ice, and it's Arvidsson with it. Into the Seattle zone on the right wing. Now to Podkolzin in the corner. Back to Arvidsson. He'll shoot wide of the net. Rims and past Ekholm and out.
And Henrique, with one of his patented tip-ins from about 2 feet away, almost scored.
Evans, bank pass goes off of Bjorkstrand. Back to Evans. He's deep in his own zone. Goes in behind the Seattle net. Dodging the broken stick. Now up the right wing to Bjorkstrand. Burakovsky, he'll shoot it in. He'll go to Nurse. He's got it. He'll go in behind the Edmonton net. Left side to Matthias Ekholm. Now up the left wing for Connor Brown. Got it into the Seattle end. Left wing corner to Janmark. Janmark to the corner for Brown. Now behind the net, Nugent Hopkins. Goes over to the right. Up to the top of the circle. His pass to Stetcher, now down the left wing to Nurse. Got it to the middle of Janmark, knocked off his stick, and it comes out.
Oilers have passed off too many opportunities here at 3-2. They've had lots of chances to add. Haven't put enough pucks to the net.
Under 3 to go in the second. 3-2, Oilers lead the Kraken. Alexiak in his own end. Jams it up the left wing boards to the line. Stetcher unable to keep it in. It comes out. Nurse got it through center ice. Stetcher chopped the puck in. Alexiak. Bank pass to Tolvanen. Into the Oilers zone on the right now. All right, wing to McCann. Back to the left wing point. Alexiak winds up. Blasts a shot off the arm of Pickard. Tolvanen has it left wing corner. Taken into the corner by Emberson. Got it up against the boards. It comes free to Nurse. Win behind the net. He'll stop. Now up the right side to Nugent Hopkins. Give it to Brown at the left wing at the Edmonton blue line. Back into the zone.
They need to get off the ice here.
Nurse has it and will hold on to it in his own ends. We're coming up to 2 minutes to go here in the second period. 3-2 Edmonton leads. Nurse left side to Phil. He'll get it out. Hayden there for Seattle. He'll dump it in. It's in the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Emberson and Hayden comes over to the other side. Phil helps it up the left wing. Perry clears it. Kapanen will dump it in behind Dunn. Dunn comes back for it to Beniers. In front of his own net. Beniers out to center ice. Goes off his stick. Dunn follows the play into the Oiler end on the right wing. Rims the puck to the left. Kako got it to the end boards. And now Kasperi Kapanen up the right wing for Edmonton. He's going to float it down the ice. He didn't want icing, but he got icing with 1:10 to go here in the second. The Oilers are up 3-2.
So now a huge draw for Noah Philp late in the period here. Needs at least a soft.
Yeah. Face off to the right. Calvin Pickard. Shots have been 10-8 for Edmonton here in the second. Oilers have the only 2 goals.
They get their top line on the ice, though, against a tired group, and Philp
wins the draw. Like a rim to the point, but Montour is going to keep it in. To Beniers, left wing corner. Now to Schwartz, that goes off a stick and will go out of play. And the Oilers will be able to make a change with 59 seconds to go.
That was a clean face-off win for Philp, and they hard-rimmed it around the boards. And unfortunately for Edmonton, Corey Perry couldn't quite get there. But the Oilers now get their top line to go top line out. Burakovsky's had a very pedestrian season so far. This guy's got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Played with Connor Neary for Chris Knobloch in 13-14.
Oilers win the draw, and McDavid will come up the left wing. Shoot it into the Seattle zone on the right side. Puck goes to Hyman and behind the net to McDavid. Centering pass. And that one just put wide. Goes to Bouchard. His shot kicked out by Decor. Draisaitl cross-ice pass off the stick of Chandler Stevenson. And it's clear. 36 seconds left to go in the second period. 3-2 Oilers lead as McDavid starts it up the right wing. Comes into the Seattle zone on the right side. Stops up. Burakovsky took him to the end boards. Now Evans gets in there too. Puck goes to Hyman. He's in behind the net. Out to Ekholm, and his shot goes high and wide. Bouchard keeps it in right point to McDavid in behind the net. 12 seconds to go in the period. Puck back to the blue line. Bouchard, left wing corner to Hyman. Hyman goes in behind the goal. Now on the right to Draisaitl in front of the net. Put towards the goal, but it was blocked, and the period will end. The Oilers will have a 3-2 lead here through 40 minutes. Oilers get the only 2 goals of that period. But, Bob, lots of action, both ends of the rink.
Well, Edmonton's been a very good second period team all season long, and they were again in this one. Technically, they only outshot St. Louis 11-8, but the A-grade scoring opportunities were 5-2 for Edmonton in that period. And it started with a great kill. The Oilers have only had 1 power play in this game, but Kraken's best period's been their third. Oilers are going to need to match it.
Oilers have now outscored their opposition 70-38 in second periods this year. That, my friends, is pretty good. 3-2 Oilers lead Seattle after 40. It was Connor McDavid and Corey Perry scoring for Edmonton in the second period. Matthias Janmark scored for the Oilers in the first. It was Eeli Tolvanen and Vince Dunn getting the goals for the Kraken in the first period. 3-2 Oilers after 40. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown. They've got the second intermission for you when we come back. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know what I'm a fan of? Alberta. The wide open spaces, the highways and byways, and a rugged, beautiful terrain that I'm proud to call home. Maybe that's why I'm also a fan of my Ford F-150. It's tough, capable, and smart, which makes it a natural fit for roads like these. So if it's a new truck you're looking for, look no further than the truck Albertans love to drive, F-150. Head into your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 Ched Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on Ched Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 Ched, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Burakovsky slows up, shoots off the glove of Pickard. We're tied at 2. We're here in the second. Long breakaway pass brought in. It's Perry. Shot. Scores! Corey Perry on the breakaway. And the Oilers are up 3-2.
And that's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the second intermission. After 40 minutes of play, the Edmonton Oilers bounce back in that second period. What a surprise. And they now lead the Seattle Kraken 3-2. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown here, high above the ice surface. That was an entertaining second period. Lots of opportunities, lots of mistakes, lots of wide open nets missed. I mean, what do you want to say about that one?
Well, it was entertaining. It was high event.
Oh, yeah.
The Seattle Kraken had a chance to extend their lead on a 5-on-3 power play, and their power play has been absolutely atrocious tonight.
0 for 3.
0 for 3, and I don't even know if they've scared the Oilers. The best chances on their power play have been for the Edmonton Oilers. They've lost momentum each time they've had a power play. You have a 5-on-3. I mean, you've got, it takes a couple of really big saves to keep you from scoring. I'm not sure they had a shot. So that was terrible. And then the Oilers come out of the power play and they score a goal. The penalty killing did its job, and then the Oilers' best line did it. As Connor McDavid goes in, he gets his first shot, it stopped. The goaltender Decord had no idea where it was, and he put the second in. But I'm not sure it is a period that the coaching staff's going to love defensively.
Yeah.
But the Oilers did apply pressure, and they did create turnovers, and they took advantage of big mistakes. The Seattle Kraken didn't take advantage of the mistakes the Oilers made in the second, and there were some big ones.
It's funny, we talked in the first period about how things turned so dramatically towards Seattle when they got a little bit of a momentum shift, and the Oilers, after they killed off the 5-on-3 and the 5-on-4, get that McDavid goal, his 21st of the season, and tied up at 2. That came at like the 1:57 mark of the beginning of the second period, and it just seemed like the Oilers took over from there, but there were chances the other way, too.
Well, they took over, but they still were. It wasn't a period where they dominated. The goal that they scored, there's going to be a letdown. You have a 5-on-3, and you don't create anything. And seriously, they created nothing on their 5-on-3, and the Oilers always, at the end of a penalty kill, they come out with their best line. And the Kraken got caught. And McDavid went in on a 2-on-1. He was shooting all the way, and Decord had no idea where the puck hit him, and it came right back to McDavid. That's as easy a goal as Connor McDavid's going to get. And you just felt that was going to happen. If Seattle did not extend the lead, the Oilers were going to come back and push, and they did. And Connor McDavid, he said he was antsy watching the Oilers play last week. Well, he got on the scoreboard here early in the second period.
Hey, Rob, midway through that period, too, we had probably about 2 minutes of crazy action at both ends. And then you get an opportunity to see Darnell Nurse make a 140-foot pass right on the tape of Corey Perry, who was all alone at the Seattle blue line. And then moved in on the breakaway and scored. They were clearly caught on that line change, Seattle was.
Well, two things happened. It started with an Evan Bouchard turnover in his own zone. He was on the goal line. He tried making a rink side pass or cross rink pass. He gave it away. And that just started a 2-minute shift of end-to-end action where teams kept missing empty nets.
Yeah.
Like, they were wide open opportunities. Calvin Pickard makes 2 great saves, fantastic saves to keep his team tied. And then I don't even think it was a line change. I think the Seattle Kraken just got mesmerized. When things start going haywire, and that was a haywire 2.5 minutes, they just lost Corey Perry. And Corey Perry read the play. He's like, okay, we've got control of the puck. I'm just going to stand there. Darnell Nurse, great play by him. He turns. His first thought, he's got Connor McDavid. He looks at McDavid to pass, and then he just, peripheral vision, wait a sec, that's one of our colored jerseys at the far blue line. And he hit Corey Perry for the breakaway pass. And Corey Perry does not have the speed he used to have. But Corey Perry has the hands he's always had. And on that play there, Joey Decord made the first move. He stuck his stick out. And Corey Perry, he doesn't miss. It's not a big 5-hole that Decord gave him. But this is a guy that scored 50 in the National Hockey League.
Yeah.
This is a guy that knows how to score hockey goals. So Corey Perry, if it was a race from center ice and they were even, he's probably not going to win the race. But he was at the blue line. The player chasing him was at the opposite blue line, and he made absolutely no mistakes. So Corey Perry in the last few weeks has helped this Oilers team in a bunch of different ways. Drawing penalties, creating chaos by going after the other team's best player. He set up a couple goals, and tonight he scores a very important third goal for the Oilers.
Okay, statistically, the third period is the best one, actually, for Seattle. So what do the Oilers have to do to temper that a little?
Well, I think the Oilers are a very good team as well in the third period as of late. They just have to be better defensively, and they can't afford the big mistake. Calvin Pickard, in the first 40 minutes, has bailed them out a few times on big mistakes. If they don't force things to the middle of your ice in your own zone, go up the boards. If you don't have a safe play, then, or if you can't see a perfect easy play, then go off the glass and out. You have the lead. Seattle Kraken have to cheat. They're the ones that are going to have to push. The work ethic's been there. It's been fantastic for those. The problem for the Kraken in this game, when you play the Oilers, you almost gift them a 2-0 lead. They got Connor and Leon. Okay, between those two, those guys are scoring 2 goals.
Right.
We have to limit what everyone else says. Well, in this game tonight, Janmark has a goal, who's your third line winger, and Perry has a goal, he's your fourth line winger. If you allow the Oilers' third and fourth lines to score against you, then you're going to find yourself chasing a game. So that's what's happened with the Seattle Kraken. They've done a fairly good job against the Oilers' best players, but the third and fourth lines have both scored goals.
What about the goaltenders tonight? There's been times where it's been a little scrambly, and there's been other times where they've made some good saves, and then they've had the apparatus that they guard coming up big. About 2 or 3 times, all of us up here were saying, we thought that one went in, and it didn't. It went off a crossbar or whatever. It's crazy. I know we're a long way away.
We are like on the top of the Stantec building. That's how far we are here. So I thought Leon's went in and hit the post.
Yeah.
I thought Hyman's went in. Crossbar.
Yeah.
So from where we're seeing, and we're old and our eyes aren't as good anymore. Decord's been okay.
Yeah.
Pickard's been great. The save that Pickard made, one-timer from the slot on Schmaltz, I think it was.
Yeah.
That's a game-changing. It was 2 shifts later, or shift and a half later, is when the Oilers took the lead. So it was that would have given the Kraken the lead. He's been excellent. There was 2 that had double deflections on their way in, and he was able to find it. So Calvin Pickard, again, has been excellent. This is another, so far, quality start from Pickard, and they've needed it because a little sloppiness on the Oilers' behalf defensively. To me, though, this is a game they are in control of now. They got the 1-goal lead. I would imagine they'll probably get a power play here in the third period. And my guess, from watching this team over the years, they'll get a power play, and that's going to be how they salt this game away.
Okay, Rob, thanks. We'll talk to you after the game, okay? We will take a break. It's Oilers 3, the Seattle Kraken 2. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Proudly headquartered in oil country, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow, creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
This is Global News at the second intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. We are now in week 3 of a school support staff strike. Today, the Edmonton Public Board and union met again for talks after failing to reach an agreement last week. Thousands of public school support workers, educational assistants, and others have been off the job since January 13th. QPE says negotiations with other school boards in Alberta have also reached an impasse as wages continue to be the main sticking point. The Dallas World of Science hopes to reopen within the next week following last week's fire. On January 20th, a fire broke out and nearly 1,000 guests and staff members were safely evacuated with no injuries reported. The Dallas World of Science president and CEO Constance Scarlett says around 45% of the building suffered smoke damage and requires detailed cleaning. The Canadian Border Services Agency says it has stopped issuing permits for people seeking to enter Canada via a popular coastal trail. Hikers looking to cross into British Columbia from Washington State through the Pacific Crest Trail will now have to enter Canada through a designated entry point, says the CBSA. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be after the game on 880 CHED.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in stock, ready to deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Brent Griffiths back at Rogers Place after 40 minutes of play. The Edmonton Oilers with a 3-2 lead on the Seattle Kraken. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. 3 games are final. Big win for the Vancouver Canucks tonight. In St. Louis against the Blues, 5-2. Connor Garland with 2 goals in that game for the Canucks. JT Miller adding a single. And Dylan Holloway getting his 16th of the season for the Blues in a losing effort. Another final score in Detroit. The Red Wings bounced the LA Kings 5-2. Good news for the Oilers. Marco Kasper with 2 goals for Detroit and 1 assist. And Lucas Raymond with 1 goal and 3 assists for the Red Wings. Philadelphia Flyers on home ice tonight to take on the New Jersey Devils. Scott Laughton with a goal and 1 assist, and Rasmus Ristolainen with his 2 assist effort helped the Flyers get by New Jersey 4-2. The only other game other than the one going on here, it is about ready to get going into the second period. It's scoreless between the Sharks and the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. That one out there on the West Coast in California, in San Jose. Next up for the Oilers farm team in Bakersfield, they'll be playing Wednesday night. Henderson will pay a visit to Bakersfield to take on the Condors. That one gets going at 7:30 Mountain Time. And the Edmonton Oil Kings are back at it Wednesday night as well. The Oil Kings will travel down Highway 2 to take on the Hitmen in Calgary at the Saddledome. That one will get going at 7 o'clock our time. That's your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Hang in there. Third period is coming up next. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. Players are returning to the ice. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. From your home to the ice rink, ATCO Energy is there. As the official energy provider of Rogers Place, we're also proud partners of the Edmonton Oilers. ATCO Energy, powering your place. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road just east of the Henday, Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the Powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're getting ready for the third period of play. The Edmonton Oilers have a 3-2 lead on the Seattle Kraken. Janmark, McDavid, and Perry have all scored for Edmonton. Tolvanen and Dunn with the goals for Seattle. Been a high-event game through 40.
It has, except low-event goal totals.
Yes.
The Oilers have hit 2 goalposts. That's played a factor in this game tonight. And Seattle's missed a 5-on-3 opportunity. Didn't capitalize on that. Usually that's a recipe for disaster.
Yep. Puck goes to Bouchard across the Edmonton blue line to Ekholm. Up the right wing, off the stick of Hyman. It goes into the Seattle zone. The cord to play it. Rims it. It hit Hyman. It goes to the middle. It's McDavid in front of the net. And that one doesn't connect with Draisaitl, and puck cleared out. Draisaitl had to go right off his stick to Schwartz. He had nobody to give it to, so he has to dump the puck in.
The puck touches have been a little off tonight.
Yeah, both ways.
Both ways.
Now Hyman into the Seattle zone down the left wing. He'll drive to the net, and it goes off his stick. Draisaitl to the point. Bouchard across the Stetcher. His shot, and that one deflected wide. Draisaitl on the right wing. Brings it up to the right wing point. Tries to turn it down the boards. Ran into Schwartz. Loose puck to Beniers. Beniers in his own end. Gets tripped by Arvidsson. Penalty coming up once Arvidsson touches it. Now he does. And the Kraken will get their 4th power play of the evening.
And that play can't happen, Cam.
No.
Got to be better than that. 180 feet away from your net. I mean, that's as obvious as you get.
Tripped up Beniers. Arvidsson goes to the box. Oiler penalty kills brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the left of Pickard. Puck goes to the corner. It comes in front of the net. Pickard just leaves it there for Nugent Hopkins, and he'll get it down the ice. Montour out of his own end, up the right wing. Fires it back to Tolvanen. In turn, gives the puck to Kakko, gets it in over the Edmonton blue line. McCann lost it in the corner. Ekholm shoots it all the way down.
His first pairing D for Edmonton on the PK is really progressing here with Ekholm. Well, basically anybody that plays with Ekholm seems to play pretty well, and Emerson's finding that out.
Funny how that is. Puck it's broken up at the blue line by Kulak. So McCann at center to Tolvanen. Now to Montour. Gets to just over center, shoots it in. Puck rims. And it was offside against Seattle. Oilers did a good job of contesting the blue line.
They did.
Minute 7 left to go in the penalty to Arvidsson. Or minute 52 into the third. Oilers have a 3-2 lead on the Kraken. Oilers were in Seattle January 4th. That was a 4-2 win.
And Seattle's played much better tonight than they did that night.
Yeah, they didn't play very well that night. Grubauer was really good.
In fact, I thought they were listless last night.
Stevenson into the Oilers zone, goes to the right wing corner. Now gets control behind the net to Bjorkstrand. On the left wing, it was past Schwartz. It missed him, and it goes out of the zone. So Beniers forced back by Podkolzin. Now comes up the right wing, cuts through the middle, into the Oiler end.
Isn't it?
Puck gets to the left wing corner. Now over to the right, where Stevenson's trying to get it loose. It's rimmed to the point. There's nobody there for Seattle. And getting it out is Podkolzin. He'll dump it all the way down. Kapanen pokes it around the boards to Emberson. Now to Podkolzin. Has it right corner in the Seattle zone. They'll play it out. It comes to center ice. Then Beniers hit by Podkolzin. Puck goes to Emberson. He'll shoot it all the way down. Just 10 seconds left to go in the penalty to Arvidsson. Larson has it in behind his net for Seattle. Off the right wing boards, it gets to center ice. Puck shot back in by Brown. Penalty over. Seattle's 0 for 4 on the power play. It's a 3-2 Oiler lead. Just over 3 minutes gone here in the third period. Riker Evans has the puck for Seattle. Now to Burakovsky into the Oiler end. Goes to the left wing. He'll stop up. Into the corner now. Gave it to Stevens. Back to the point. Evans to the right wing corner. So Larson has come in from the blue line. Goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Over to the left, getting worked over by Kulak. Puck on the end boards, comes out to Tanev, but off his stick over to the right wing, and it's McDavid to pick it up. He'll come down that right side. Runs into Evans, puck goes into the corner. Tanev around to Burakovsky. Burakovsky being pressured by Hyman. Puck goes to the netminder to Cord. We'll give it to Evans, up in the air and just out. Ekholm will bank pass to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid down the right wing in over the line. Pass across the one-timer. Saved by DeCord off of Hyman. And the puck to the blue line where Tanev will get it out. Bouchard through the middle. Nobody there for the Oilers. 3-2 Oiler lead.
Great pass by McDavid.
Mahura into the Edmonton zone. Goes to the left wing corner. 4:15 into this third period. It's in behind the Oiler net. McCann to the blue line. Tolvanen his shot. And that one hit Pickard up high and goes into the corner. Up to the line, and Philp will get it out. Down the right wing, he's by himself. Oilers are making changes. Dumped it to the corner. Alexiak there for Seattle. Left wing to McCann. Cross ice is able to get it out. Tolvanen will play it back into his end. Mahura now across to Alexiak. Give it to Josh Mahura. Through the middle, is looking for Hayden. He was tied up by Stetcher. Emberson in his own zone for the Oilers. Up to the line, kept in by Bjorkstrand. He'll make a little move. He'll shoot it. Tipped just wide. May have gone off of Pickard. Puck goes over to the left wing. Bjorkstrand to the blue line to Dunn. His shot saved by Pickard. He holds onto it with Hayden right in front of the net. 5:05 gone in the third. Oilers up 3-2.
Well, Nugent Hopkins had hopped on the ice for Noah Philp, but it was Kapanen and Perry that have been out there. Right now, Perry's got the go-ahead goal for the Oilers on a great stretch pass from Darnell Nurse. And Connor McDavid passed through the seam to Zach Hyman, and he wired one on net. And DeCord's been good, too.
Yep.
He's fronted some pucks in this game. And the Oilers got a little bit of a fortuitous ricochet wide of the net on a little bit of spillage from Calvin Pickard.
Puck goes behind the Edmonton goal. Nurse will get it up the left wing. It's too far for Janmark, but then DeCord gave it away to Janmark in front of the net to Nugent Hopkins, just off his stick, and it's cleared. Go all the way down into Edmonton territory. Nurse on the imports ran into Kako. Puck in behind the net. Kako around to the right wing point to Larson. Across to Dunn. He'll shoot it towards the net. Comes off the imports. Goes to Kako. He'll center it. Goes through the slot and over to the right wing. We're getting it out to center ice. It was Janmark. Give it to Brown. He'll shoot it in. Dunn will slow things down. Oilers will make some changes. Larson's got it in behind the Seattle net. Larson up through the middle off of Bjorkstrand. It's at the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard to Matthias Ekholm. On the left wing, got the puck in. It comes across to Henrique. The shot and a pad saved by DeCord after getting that pass from Arvidsson. Puck on the right wing point. Bouchard to Podkolzin. Podkolzin to Arvidsson. Hit him in the skate. Goes to the left wing point. It's Bouchard making a couple of moves. Gives the puck to Arvidsson. Across to Ekholm. His one-timer, and it's kicked out by DeCord. And Stevenson's going to get it out. Wanted the breakaway pass to Bjorkstrand, but it went off the stick of Bouchard. Now long pass to Arvidsson. Comes into the Seattle zone down the right wing. To the right wing corner. Arvidsson in behind the net to McDavid. To the left. Now to Draisaitl. The angle shot off the pad of DeCord. Puck cleared to the line. It does come out. Kulak just inside the Edmonton blue line. To Nurse now on the right to Draisaitl. 3-2 Oilers here in the third. 7 minutes gone. To the blue line, Kulak will blast a rising shot and is saved by DeCord. McCann will bring it out up the right wing for Seattle. Comes into the Oilers zone. Pinned to the wall by Kulak. Shane Wright trying to keep it in for the Kraken. He does. In behind the net to McCann. To Wright off the outside of the goal. McCann has it on the left wing. To the point. There was nobody there for Seattle. It goes down the ice. Alexiak with it in his own end for the Kraken. Now to Mahura. To Hayden. Comes into the Oilers zone. Stops in the right wing corner with it. Behind the net to Stevens. Stevens out to Hayden. Shot. And that one goes off of Pickard. Not a play. And we get the whistle. We're going to take a break. 7:45 gone here in the third. 3-2 Oilers lead the Kraken. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. As a musician, I'm drawn to the sounds of this great province. Whether it's the wind blowing down the Rockies, the rustling of grass across the prairie, or the sweet sound of a Ford Super Duty, it's all music to my ears. Speaking of Super Duty, with heavy-duty performance that's built for getting the job done right, it's no wonder this truck has Albertans singing its praises. The 2024 Ford Super Duty is available now at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just head on in today and tell them PV sent you.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. to the oil. In Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play. Yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue. Game on the street. Make the right call. Pizza 73. Let's go.
737373. Pizza 73.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 3-2. Oilers lead the Kraken, 7:15 into the third period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Game 4 of 6 in a row at home for the Oilers. Oilers at home Thursday against Detroit. Face off in the Edmonton zone. It goes to the right point. Larson over to Schwartz on the left side. Tried to go through the middle. It doesn't work. Goes to Kako in behind the net. Kako waiting back there. His pass off the stick of the netminder Pickard. And the puck to the right wing where Beniers will keep it in for Seattle. Stetcher trying to poke it up the left wing. It gets to the top of the circle to the blue line. Beniers across the line to Dunn. Dunn in front of the net. And that's swept away by Stetcher. Schwartz will keep it in. Now on the right to Dunn. Dunn cross ice, picked off by Brown, but it goes over to the boards where Beniers will get control. Left wing to Schwartz. Into the corner to Kako. Kako up against the boards with Nurse. The puck comes loose. Right wing jammed off the right side by Janmark, and it's out to center. Nugent Hopkins to Janmark into the Seattle zone. Got it to the right corner, that's it.
Good work back to the puck there by the Kraken. Oilers haven't been able to get a chance for a break. Oilers get a much-needed change here.
Bouchard on the right wing to Draisaitl. Through the middle, hits a stick at Bjorkstrand for Seattle. Now on the right wing, it got the puck off the right side, and Montour put it off the side of the net, hit the glass, and covered by Pickard. 10:58 to go in the third, 3-2 Oilers lead.
So Montour is starting to gamble and step up, and he can really skate. Like, you're talking about a guy that can really activate from the back end, create opportunities and mismatches. You got to recognize that he can attack you with pace and tempo, and he's going to go.
Face off to the left of Pickard. The left corner to Ekholm. Will bounce it out to center. Side his own line with Stevenson. Down the left wing to Bjorkstrand. Across to Burakovsky, and he ripped it wide of the net. What a chance there for the Kraken. Puck to the blue line. And it's McDavid on the right wing to Draisaitl. Into the Seattle zone. He'll go towards the middle to the point, but that gets picked off. And Bjorkstrand will get it out.
Leon, he put Boosh in no man's land. Look out.
Comes in front of the net and back to the right wing point. Right to Montour. His centering pass off his stick goes all the way over to the right wing. And it's Draisaitl to Ekholm. Long pass looking for Hyman. It misses. Rims into the Seattle end. We're almost halfway through the third. 3-2 Oilers lead the Kraken. Montour makes his way out of his own end through the middle. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line. It's in the slot. Todd Colson to Kulak. Now on the right to Emberson. To Brett Kulak. Up the left wing in the Oiler end. Arvidsson finds Pod Colson. He'll come through center. Now into the Seattle end. That's poked off his stick. Alexiak will turn it up. Give it to right. Now to McCann. Into the Oiler end. Right wing for Tolvanen. Fanned on the one-time shot. Was in behind the Edmonton goal. Emberson rimming it. Alexiak kept it in. To McCann, to Alexiak. His shot. That's saved by Pickard. He doesn't know where the rebound is. It goes to the slot, and it's shot, and the stick saved by Pickard as he recovers. Puck cleared out and down the ice. It'll be icing against the Oilers. So 9:16 to go in the third. 3-2 Oilers lead, but the Kraken getting some pressure.
Well, this has been an impressive push from Seattle. And Edmonton's got to start moving their feet a bit. This is a little bit about similar to what happened against Buffalo. Buffalo's ears perked up a bit. They realize, hey, we can play with these guys. Get after them, push them.
Face off to the right of Pickard. The puck top of the circle. Schwartz to the right point. Adam Larson across the line. That does come out. Dunn has to retreat into his own end to Larson. Larson right through the middle, just off the stick of Kako. Otherwise, he would have had a partial break. Puck gets into the corner. It's Nurse in there for the Oilers. Kako able to knock it over to the boards, and it'll be Schwartz back to the line. He'll give it to Larson. Now on the right wing to Beniers. His shot just off the arm or the stick of Pickard, and it goes out of play. It knocked the stick right out of Pickard's hand. We're going to take a break. 8:42 to go in the third period. 3-2, Oilers lead the Kraken from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through edmonton'sbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. edmonton'sbesthotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
Experience a game day meal that's second to none. Fanfare with Skip is your all-star lineup of local restaurants this hockey season. Watch Jack Michaels give you the play-by-play on each restaurant's connection to the community and our team. Visit EdmontonOilers.com/skip to watch this month's episode with Amazing Walk Restaurant. Then open your Skip app and tap in an order with exclusive fan access to a deal each game day during the month.
Did somebody say Skip?
Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through edmonton'sbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. edmonton'sbesthotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 3-2, Oilers lead the Kraken. 8:42 to go in the third period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Face off the Edmonton zone to the left of Calvin Pickard. Kraken been starting to come on here a little bit. They have won 3 of 4 coming into this one tonight. And the puck to the left wing corner. Ekholm off the left wing boards and out. At center ice, Beniers, right wing to Schwartz, to Kako. Ekholm, good to get a hold of it and get it out. Drilled right back in by Dunn. They're offside are the Kraken. They have to vacate the zone as Ekholm brings it out, and he'll get to center. He'll shoot it in. It's going to wrap around the glass, go over to the left. Draisaitl along the boards with Larson. Got knocked down. It's underneath. It goes top of the circle. Kako will get it out through the middle of Dunn. Dunn in over the line to Schwartz and stripped a bit by Bouchard. Now to Hyman. Hyman comes into the Seattle end on the left wing. Stops up in the slot. Drops it. McDavid across to Draisaitl. He fanned on the one-timer. Puck comes out. Hyman shot. That's off a leg. Goes wide. McDavid out of the right corner to the point to Kulak. Now to McDavid. McDavid going towards the net to Draisaitl. Has it on the right wing. Goes over to the right boards to the blue line to Kulak. Comes across the line to the left. Now to the left wing corner. Kulak behind the net. Give it to McDavid. To the point. Nurse blasts a shot. Right pad save made by DeCord. It's centered in front but broken up by Beniers. He'll clear it. Oilers with great pressure. Nurse on the right wing to McDavid. In over the Kraken line to Draisaitl. Shot and a save made by DeCord. Puck into the slot. Stevenson will rim it up the left wing to Burakovsky. Edmonton makes a quick change. Burakovsky into Edmonton territory. Stops on the left side, top of the circle. Knocked away by Perry and out. 6:58 to go here in the third. 3-2 Oilers lead. Burakovsky, left wing. Fired cross corner into the Oilers zone. Bjorkstrand put it off a skate. Goes in front of the net. Emberson up the right wing to the line. Evans kept it in. Goes to Bjorkstrand on the right wing. Into the corner. Chandler Stevenson. Back to the point. Montour's shot. Saved by Pickard. And the rebound just chopped wide of the net. Stetcher off the left wing boards. That's not going to get out. Kept in by Bjorkstrand. Around to the left wing point to Evans. Back down low, Burakovsky. He gets tied up. Emerson got it to the corner, but Stevenson there for Seattle. Goes to the top of the circle. Kapanen could clear it out.
Good play by Philp. He just was able to seal the wall enough there.
Puck bounced into the Oilers zone. Bouchard on the end boards to Henrique. Right wing corner to Stetcher. Goes up into the air. Now Perry will get it to the line. It doesn't get out. Right to Montour. His shot. And that one changed speed and direction. Kicked out by Pickard. It's on the right wing. McCann.
Oilers got to get it out here.
And they do. It's Perry up the left side. Now to Henrique to center ice. He'll dump it in. 5:42 to go in the third. 3-2 Oilers lead. Bouchard on the right wing point. Comes across the line. To the left. The backhand it in behind the net. It finds Arvidsson. Arvidsson on the right wing. Gets some help from Podkolzin. Podkolzin to the blue line to Ekholm. To Bouchard, now to Arvidsson, his shot, and that whistles wide, and it comes in front, and the save by Decord. He'll cover it with 5:16 to go in the third period. 3-2 Oilers lead the Kraken. We're going to take a break from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs. To pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian, Ultra, XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Going back to school can be as scary as taking the winning shot, but it doesn't have to be. Score a great future with Northern Lakes College and supported distance learning. NLC knows that students need attention, support, and the synergy between instructors and peers to keep motivated and connected. They are here to help you meet all your goals and cheer you on. Because at Northern Lakes College, they count their success one student at a time. northernlakescollege.ca.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com. All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Face-off will be in the Seattle zone to the right of Joey Decord with 5:16 to go here in the third. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 3-2 Oilers lead. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman. They're out there with Bouchard and Ekholm. They dropped it once, it wasn't right.
Seattle with 4 power plays in this game, including an extended 5-on-3, and they weren't able to score in any of them. Now the linesmen are deking out the 2 centers.
Okay, well, let's try it again. Face-off one, it goes to Ekholm. Left point across to Bouchard. Down the right wing to McDavid. To the corner. One hands it off the back of the net.
That was well played by Mahura. It's well played because they didn't call it.
Alexiak at the Edmonton blue line stood up. That's offside against Seattle.
Connor got a call in the first shift of the game. The Oilers haven't got one since. Seattle's played well. Connor's having a conversation right now with longtime official Francois Saint Laurent.
Face-off just outside the Edmonton blue line.
Paul Coffey's got Troy Stetcher out here with Darnell Nurse in the final 5 minutes of this game.
Nurse, get it out to center ice. Puck goes to Dunn now inside his own blue line to Larson. On the left, that pass was in behind Schwartz. So Brown's able to shoot it in for the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins in on the forecheck. Ties up with Larson. It's on the end boards. It's in behind the Seattle net. Now Larson sweeps it up the right. And Kako will get it out to Schwartz into the Oilers zone. He'll get hit by Stetcher. Now Brown up against the boards with Beniers. It'll go to Schwartz from the angle, and it goes right into the glove of Pickard. With 4:19 to go here in the third period, 3-2 Edmonton leads. Faceoff will be to the right of Pickard. Tried it once, wasn't good.
Too much of that tonight.
Yeah, it's been a lot of that. All right, Burakovsky into the face-off circle with Draisaitl. Puck goes to Bouchard. He'll get it up in the air and out. A bouncing puck to Zach Hyman. Now to Draisaitl. Into the Seattle zone. Stops on the right wing boards. To the blue line to Bouchard. Bouchard, right wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Bouchard. One-time shot. Tipped towards the net. It goes off the pad at Decord. Puck in behind the goal. Montour. Up the right wing to Bjorkstrand. Now to Evans. Evans at center ice. He'll shoot it in. 3:48 to go here in the third. 3-2 Edmonton leads. Puck shot out just off the stick of Hyman. Decord's going to have to come out and play it. Round to Montour. Right wing corner. Now behind the net to Evans. Evans will weigh it in behind the Seattle net with 3.5 to go in the third.
He's got a reload on a stationary breakout with his fourth line on the ice in the final 3.5 minutes.
Tanev to Evans. Round to Larson. Up the right wing to Hayden. Hayden will shoot it in. After it in the right wing or on the right wing boards was Hayden. Kulak's got it pinned. Henrique will get it loose. It goes to Podkolzin. Right wing to Arvidsson. Still inside the Edmonton zone. And Dunn comes in. He gets it loose, and he missed Hayden with the pass, and it comes out and goes down the ice. Oilers will make a quick change.
Arvidsson and Dunn giving each other a stick there. At what point does Dan Bilesma pull?
Probably fairly soon.
Decord.
Schwartz in his own zone. Oilers up by 1 here in the third period. Now to Larson. Larson back to Dunn. Up the left wing, McCann will direct it in. There goes Decord to the bench for the extra attacker. Puck rimmed up the right wing, off the stick of Brown. And Bjorkstrand will take it back into his own end.
Those guys can peel off any time here. They've extended their shift, Cam.
To Schwartz, he'll shoot it in. Montour behind the net to Stevenson. He's got it up against the end boards. Nugent Hopkins trying to dig it loose. It does come free, and it's Bjorkstrand on the left wing under 2 to go in the third. To Dunn to the right side. The one-time shot by McCann doesn't get through. Goes to the left wing corner, sent to the line. Montour keeping it in. His shot towards the net goes off of Emberson. Up to the high slot to the blue line. Dunn down the left wing to McCann. McCann in the left wing corner. To the point to Dunn. Across the line of Bjorkstrand. Now to Dunn. Dunn on the left wing. To the side of the net. Schwartz centers it. Comes back to the blue line. Goes to the right corner. Stevenson's got it for Seattle. 3-2 Oilers. Minute 23 to go here in the third. Puck in behind the Edmonton net. Trying to dig it loose is Chandler Stevenson. It goes to the right side. Bjorkstrand. Now a loose puck. Nugent Hopkins will get it up the left wing to Brown. Can't get it out. Kept in. Montour. One-timer wide of the Oiler goal. Bjorkstrand right corner. Lost it to Ekholm. He'll skip it down the ice. Scores! Matthias Ekholm from 200 feet away. Gets the empty net goal. Puts the Oilers up 4-2.
Just the look of resignation on the faces of the Seattle players. They're laughing at the Oilers bench. Matthias Ekholm's going to end up with a goal and assist in this game. And that is a fortuitous clearing attempt. Went off of the stick the Seattle forechecker, and he couldn't have called that any better.
19:02, time of that goal. As Ekholm gets his 7th of the year. And the Oilers have the 4-2 lead with 57.6 left to go here in the third period. Kulak back into his own end with it. Now on the right, it goes to Kapanen. Kapanen to Podkolzin. Across in front to Henrique. It didn't really get a shot away. Kako up the right side will get it out. Hit somebody at the Seattle bench, and we get the whistle. Boston Pizza's Oiler for a Day program is back. Head to your local Boston Pizza, purchase a kid's meal for their chance to become an honorary Edmonton Oiler. Visit edmontonoilers.com/Oiler for a Day for full details.
What an addition Matthias Ekholm has been.
Oh, unbelievable.
I mean, it's unreal.
Unreal. On the left side, Podkolzin to Kulak, right wing to Kapanen. Will direct it into the Seattle zone. 4-2 Oilers here with 26 seconds to go in the third period. Puck cleared out.
Cam, the Oilers won this game tonight, late in the first, early in the second.
On that 5-on-3 they killed off. Evans into his own end, will go in behind the net. Up the left wing, get it out to center ice for Kako. Nata Beniers stops inside the Oilers' own left wing, knocked off his stick to the line, and it just gets dumped in. The Edmonton Oilers will win this one. 4-2 the final over the Seattle Kraken. Calvin Pickard improves to 13-4 on the season, picking up the victory. And the Edmonton Oilers, who are down 2-1 after the first period.
Penalty killers won them the game.
Yeah, you kill that 5-on-3. It swung the momentum their way. They score soon thereafter, the goal by Connor McDavid. But a high-event game, lots going on, lots of opportunity, both ends of the ice. Both netminders had to make saves. But the Oilers, after they kill off that 5-on-3, got things going in their direction. And Connor McDavid back into the lineup after the 3-game suspension. He picks up a goal in this one. Matthias Ekholm, a goal and a helper. And the Oilers win it 4-2.
He was just a tower of power, Matthias Ekholm.
Absolutely outstanding. And we can head downstairs. Brendan Escott with Matthias Janmark.
A bit of a shaky start for you guys, Matthias, but what can you say about the group's ability to make adjustments, particularly in the first intermission? It seems to be a pattern with your group.
Yeah, it wasn't a great game. Bad start. I think Pick stepped up his game really and yeah, kept them at 2 and gave us a chance to win, and we got enough done.
How energizing was it for you guys to have the captain back in the lineup tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he's the heartbeat of our team, so we always want him in the lineup, and no different tonight.
What do you want to see more of after a couple days off here as you guys prepare for Detroit?
Yeah, the last 2 games haven't been great, so kind of try to get back to our system. Even though we won 2 games here, we got to get back to playing our way and play a little tighter.
Thanks, Matthias.
Thank you.
Guys?
All right, thanks very much, Brendan Escott with Matthias Janmark. 3 straight wins for the Edmonton Oilers, and now get 32 on the season. And Seattle Kraken pushed hard, though. They battled hard tonight.
They did. The Oilers, by the way, with this victory, move back ahead of Vegas in the standings. And, oh, by the way, now have the best record in the National Hockey League in the last 3 months since November the 1st, as they move ahead of, ahead of
Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah. So, Cal Pickard, he was good.
It's first star of the game for Calvin Pickard. Good for him. He was good. And Pickard, as it sits right now, 26 of 28. Oilers had to lean on him. Seattle came hard out.
By the way, Cam, he's 9-1 in his last 10 starts.
Yeah, 13-4 on the year. It's pretty darn good. Calvin Pickard, just solid again, like you has come to expect from him.
Do you know what I liked with that interview that Brendan Escott did with Janmark?
Yeah.
No excitement over this. Just, hey, we got to play better than we did tonight. We know that, and we're going to have to do some work here so we don't have to win in the fashion that we did, but they found a way to win, and Now it's going to be real fun here. Todd McClellan's team, they're 11-4 in 15 games at Todd, and the Oilers got the best record in the league over the last 3 months.
It's going to be some fun on Thursday night when Detroit comes to town. Oilers, well, they get it done here tonight. Now improved to 32-15-3. Seattle drops to 22-26-3. Edmonton Oilers get goals from Matthias Janmark, Connor McDavid, Corey Perry, and Matthias Ekholm. Eli Tolvanen and Vince Dunn score for Seattle. Calvin Pickard with quality net minding. Stuart Skinner not on the bench tonight. They having their second baby today. So it was Tyler Palmer on the bench up from the University of Alberta Golden Bears. But the Oilers, they get the win. So 3 straight wins for the Oilers. 4-2 the final with that empty netter over the Seattle Kraken. A Rogers postgame show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers Postgame Show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Burakovsky slows up, shoots off the glove of Pickard. We're tied at 2. We're here in the second. Long breakaway pass brought in. It's Perry. Shot. Scores! Corey Perry on the breakaway. And the Oilers are up 3-2.
And that is the eventual game winner for the Edmonton Oilers. That's the highlight zone for Century Casino. All in all games, all season. Century Casino, 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the winner's zone. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, we're going to go to the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance goal game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. It was Matthias Ekholm's empty netter.
Bjorkstrand right corner. Lost it to Ekholm. He'll skip it down the ice. Scores! Matthias Ekholm from 200 feet away gets the empty net goal, puts the Oilers up 4-2.
There you go. And Oilers are now 27-10-2 since November 1st. That's the best record in the league. Let's bring aboard our Inside the Game over the last 3 months. Let's bring aboard our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, your thoughts?
Well, this goes back to what we talked about it after the Vancouver Canuck game in Vancouver. I said that the Oilers are the best team in the National Hockey League, and you just gave the stat over the last 3 months they are. And when you are that good a team, you can win with B and C efforts. And that's what we saw the last 2 games. The Oilers were not good against Buffalo. They were better at times tonight, but I love Matthias Janmark after the game. We aren't good enough. They had a slow start to the game. They got fantastic goaltending, but big mistakes and got caught in their own zone. This was not a good defensive effort. This was just the Oilers are a better team than the Seattle Kraken and capitalized on their chances where the Kraken didn't. Calvin Pickard was excellent in this game. And I think you said he's 9-1 in his last 10 games.
That's your backup.
That's your backup. That is a great season for a backup goaltender. And again, not just playing against the worst teams in the league. He's getting quality starts, and he's given them quality starts. This was, I would say, a B- effort from the Oilers tonight. But again, good teams find ways to win, and the Oilers found a way to win tonight. And you complimented the penalty. The penalty killing was great, but that Seattle Kraken power play was absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, it's
atrocious. Like, they had a 5-on-3. They didn't have a shot on net. They couldn't get the puck across the blue line.
Well, that's anyways.
I don't know who runs it, but it is a terrible. And that's the loss in this game to the Seattle Kraken goes right to their power play.
Yeah, they're 24th in the league. Anyhow, up next, the Detroit Red Wings. That's team playing much better. They're 11-4 under Todd McLellan.
Well, it's funny. We were talking the other day, and someone had mentioned that the Detroit Red Wings, it's one of those ones automatic wins. I'm like, not no more. They're not. That is a good hockey club. They've got a few injuries right now, but Todd McLellan has them playing very well. A fun team to watch. A team that's desperate for points, and I think that's what you're going to start seeing here in the next little while is teams trying to make a statement before the trade deadline that they want to be buyers and not sellers. It should be fun, and I liked how you mentioned that Todd McLellan on his tour of ex-teams that he's coached. Well, it would be a storyline coming into Edmonton after beating LA, so it's a big game for Todd McLellan, but it's to me it's Matthias Ekholm has talked about it. It's not who we play, it's how we play. And I think the last two games the Oilers got away with
100%.
And they need to be better because the Detroit Red Wings are a better team. And the teams the Oilers beat right now, the Buffalo Sabres, the Seattle Kraken, they're not playoff teams. Those are not teams we're going to see in April and May.
Detroit's trying to be one, and then they get the Leafs.
So those are. So the Oilers have to be better defensively because defensively is where the Oilers have struggled the last couple of games.
Rob, great stuff. Just stay upstairs for 5 seconds. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, hockey fans! Hard rubber works well on the ice rink, but not so good on frozen roads. Atturo tires are engineered with that in mind. Scientifically designed tread patterns, along with resilient rubber compounds, allow Atturo tires to grip well in the cold of winter, while providing excellent traction and long tread life through year-round conditions. Atturo has the all-weather tire for you. Available at Action Car and Tire, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Rogers postgame show, the Smart Play of the Night, is brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with all natural ingredients. It's the smart move for your next meal. Look for the box the next time you shop. We give it tonight. There was 2 great stretch passes in this game. One from Matthias Ekholm up to Leon Draisaitl to Connor McDavid. Created a McDavid partial break for a goal. The other, Darnell Nurse threading the needle to Corey Perry. We'll give it to Nurse. Ekholm added a empty net goal as well. And we go to the Pizza 73 out-of-town scoreboard. Pizza 73 is the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The Edmonton Oil Kings are in Calgary on Wednesday, coming off a 2-1 loss last night at Rogers Place against Seattle. Bakersfield got 3 out of a possible 4 points. They lost 3-2 in a shootout to Ontario. Beat Coachella Valley 3-2 last night, but they got some bad news. 2 players are going to get surgery. Robbie Yarvente is going to only end up playing 2 games in the minors this year, shut down lower body injury and shoulder surgery for Wayne Peterson. Derek Ryan is down in Bakersfield now. He will practice there tomorrow. He will play Wednesday, so he'll basically be one of their top 2 centers on the farm. And Bakersfield plays Henderson. Meanwhile, in the National Hockey League, Quinn Hughes, a couple of assists. Scrap of the night was Braden Shen and JT Miller, and Miller also scored a goal. He's a gamer. And the Vancouver Canucks, a big win, 5-2 in St. Louis. Meanwhile, in the meantime and in between time, we will tell you that the Detroit Red Wings, a 5-2 victory over the LA Kings, the Wings in Edmonton on Thursday. The Flyers double up the New Jersey Devils 4-2, and they are in the third period, and Santa are going to the third period. Michael Granlund's got the lone goal. The Sharks are up 1-0 over the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Calling all hockey parents. Board of Canada and the Edmonton Oilers want to know how your child's minor hockey team gives back to the community. For a chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime experience with 4 drills and skills to train like a pro at Rogers Place. Open to minor hockey teams with players between the ages of 7 to 13 in Edmonton and area. Register your child's minor hockey team today at 4drillsandskills.ca. Registration closes January 31st.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon's scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Molson Cup 3 Stars brought to you by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra, Export, or Excelers of Molson with your name on it, you must be of legal drinking age. Third star tonight, a goal, assist +1. Play 24 minutes. Matthias Ekholm. Second star tonight, the game-winning goal is